All right, I think we're live. Y'all in the chat, let me know if we're live. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear my audio. Let me know if the audio is good. I'm Dolo today. No Larry. He's on vacation in Puerto Rico with his lady and the fam. Hoping you guys can hear me. And I'm hoping you guys are having an awesome holiday season, man. But let me know. Are we live? Can you guys hear me? I think we're live. I think I see myself. Jordan, what's going on, man? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Thumbs up for the audio. Yay, nay, I don't know. I'm good. All right, cool. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the TOPT call-in streams, the show where we have you guys jump into our Discord's voice channel and ask us questions, give your hottest takes, rants, theories, etc. about One Piece or essentially any anime or whatever you guys want to talk about. You know, it's holiday season. These are the shows where we basically talk to you guys. We want to engage more with the community as much as we can. These are a lot of fun for me. I know you guys seem to like them a lot. That's why I try to do them as often as I can. We just never get a chance to get the calls. I know we probably could have got the calls yesterday on the stream, but me and Larry were yapping a little bit. So my bad about that. Figured we just save it for this, but no Larry, no twins today. It's a Dolo stream. Shanks said he might pop back in here. But yeah, by all means, guys, as always, like the stream if you haven't already. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. But in order to participate in these call-in streams, you'll have to be a Warlord or higher tiered member on the Discord. So essentially, if you became a high enough tiered member on the Discord, you'll see the access to the voice channel, the call-in only stream entrance. Once you're in there, you can be dragged up, or you can donate your way in or wait for somebody to donate your way in by waiting in the call waiting room. Essentially, any $5 donation or higher will net somebody a access to the VC. But yeah, like the stream if you guys haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. I see a bunch of people in here, so welcome. I see Xavier O'Dilly's in here. I see God Loves You in here. I see Monkey D. Jiraiya, Big Meat Above All. I got you this time, man. I know how to say your name correctly. I just try not to on the regular stream. Reggie J, what's going on? Gelato, Sirio, JD Cervantes, Jordan, Donovan Johnson, King Mappo, Boss Man. Man, so many. Villain D Juice, A Mellows is in here. What's going on, everybody? Seb better be rage baiting on his own today. I don't need the rage bait, man. I don't feel like I have to do that, bro. I don't feel the need to do that. I don't, unless y'all trigger me, right? It would be y'all rage baiting me. I don't rage bait y'all. My takes be tame. Y'all saw the top 30. My takes was all pretty good for the most part. I know Chris did the top 30 or the top 100 trash takes. I haven't seen them. I try to make sure I don't see them. I stayed out of general chat a little earlier. I got you, Meatball. I try to stay out of general chat just to not be spoiled. Me and Larry try to do an actual like live stream where we go down all of the top 100 bad takes. If you were on there, let me know in the chat. I know I was probably on there. Was I on there, guys? Just let me know. Was I in there? Was I represented in the trash take stream? I'm curious. I didn't have any trash takes this year. I don't think I had anything too bad. I don't think I had anything too controversial. But I don't know. Chris always watching. People always at him about stuff. So I know I had Krillin versus Kaido last year or whatever. But that's a whole other thing. I don't even think he counted that. But yeah, man. Welcome. Yeah, let me know. And if you guys were in there, let me know if y'all were on there. There's a lot of scoping, a lot of bad takes that pop off in the conversations in the Discord, and Chris does the great job of compiling all of them and then ranking them from worst to best or best to worst, however he does it. And it's just really dope. It's really dope. Bye. I did see we got a $2 super chat from Reggie J. What's going on, man? It says, "What's good, Nakama?" with the handshake emoji. Reggie, you got to tell us what this means, man. You got to tell me what exactly that means. I know you said it's an inside joke between you and your peoples or whatever. But next time, you got to let me know exactly what that's about, because I can't be doing things and throwing gang signs up on streams and I don't know what they're representing, bro. You know? All right. But thank you so much. But yeah, guys, pop in here. I do want to make another announcement for everybody. On this Saturday. Well, we have 2 more streams coming after this one this week. They will all be dolo streams, so bear with me for any technical issues you guys have. But in general, tomorrow after this stream, obviously we're gonna do call-ins, but tomorrow we'll be doing the TOPT award ceremony. So essentially, basically everybody will have all you guys join us in the stage in the Discord, similar to what Chris did with the hot takes. We'll do a live stream doing some TOPT Discord awards. So this is the first time we've ever done that specifically. Shout out to Chris. He does a lot of work on the back end to make these kind of things happen. But essentially, we'll be running through. Oh snap, guys! Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I will be right back. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Crap. All right, my fault. Had to handle something real quick. Don't talk about my cake, bro. It's not there. Don't talk about it. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, little minor emergency, man. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Somebody ordered something to the house. I needed to show my ID for it. All right. I ain't gonna elaborate anything more than that. Okay, that's it. Cake farming? Come on. Cake farming is crazy, bro. Cake farming is crazy. Money farming? Nah, man. I had to show my ID. I didn't want to fart on stream. Y'all are terrible. This is how y'all do Larry when he does the solo streams? This is how y'all do him? This is how y'all do? Terrible. All right. We did get a couple super chats, so I'm gonna read those before we get into the call-in stream itself. We got another 2 from Reggie J. It says that was a handshake this time, but you right 100. Yeah, man. Let me know what it actually is, so I'm not doing anything crazy on these streams, bro. And then we got another 5 from Villain D Juice. It says, "Let that man Chance spit his theory." Hashtag whole. Who else wants in? I ain't got nothing to spit, so I'll bless who I can. Thank you, Villain. That's the one thing I really do like about these call-in streams. Y'all be so generous getting people in here, man. Chance, you've been nominated or donated in. What is your name on Discord? We'll drag you up into the call-only stream entrance so you can spit your theory, man. And shout to Villain, man. Definitely hit him with the W in the comment section. All right. But right now, we only got 2 people in the call-in waiting. So I saw Miracle in there earlier. I'll get him in here now. And then Chance, definitely let us know what your name is on Discord, and we'll get you in here as soon as we can, man. All right. Miracle, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what up? I was hoping Larry was here, but
nah, no
I really
Larry.
wanted a dog on him.
No Larry,
I wanted a dog
man.
on that, man.
No Larry, bro. Sorry. He on PTO right now, bro. He out with his shorty and his fam. He in Puerto Rico living life, man. He having a good holiday season. Happy for him.
Well, I hope he get a sunburn.
You hope he gets sunburn. Why you mad at Larry? Talk to me. What Larry do?
Bro, what was up with those Avatar takes he was getting?
He don't know. I don't know. I do not know, bro.
Yo, I was watching that.
Bones?
I was watching that this morning, and I'm like, he don't know a quarter of the Avatar's power is water.
Right.
Water.
Yo,
I was
bro.
like, what's stopping that man from making it rain?
Bro, this man said he can't beat Das Bones. And I'm like, hold on, bro. The dude can use any seawater and end 90% of fights in One Piece, bro. What are we talking about? I
And
don't know,
he
man.
and like your brother was talking about the feats of speed. Avatar Aang was dodging lightning, and he can redirect lightning,
bro.
which again is a water bending based move. I was like, I was so heated. I was like, what are these guys talking about? And I know they've watched it, so I know they understand what was going on. But I was like, yo, there's no way they're sitting here giving Das Bones
Das
that dub.
Bones, bro. Das Bones. I said Magellan. This man said Das Bones. Granted, I will give Larry this. He said Das Bones has probably gotten stronger. And I do agree that the next time we see Das actually fighting for real, he'll be a much more relevant fighter in the scale of this thing. But does that get him above the mid tier? Probably not. He'd probably fighting vice admirals and winning, but like, he's not gonna be a heavy hitter, right? Like,
nah, Das Bones is probably gonna be like Frankie level.
Dude, even
maybe Frankie level. Because Frankie one shot in vice admirals.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll even say Das could give Frankie a fight, but I got Frankie in that fight. Even with the buff. Even with me thinking that he's stronger now. Like, Frankie just beat Sasaki. Frankie beat one shot in vice admirals.
And I'm trying to think, like, Das Bones, we giving him credit. He got the knife sharpener on lock right now. Like, what's he doing?
So I do think an awakened Das is an interesting thought process, because I don't know what it actually is, but I'd like to think he can turn his surroundings into steel and he could use them to cut things up, similar to how Doflamingo's awakening works. So I kind of have always thought like that would get him to an elevated level that's really nice. But like, is that enough? Is that enough to beat Aang? No.
His awakening would have to be like something from some Bleach. He'd have to have the Sunbone Sakura. Something crazy like that, where he's throwing the knives everywhere, and then it's an offense and a defense. He could position it wherever he needs to.
And it very well could be that. But even if it is that, he'd be an Aang on Avatar state? Aang utilizing all 4 elements at once?
Aang moving the ocean and just wiping out the island.
Listen, I'll even try not to give Aang ocean water, because I think that's just unfair for him in One Piece. Granted, it's part of his kit, but I don't think he needs all that, personally. But
I mean, and he has the like the seismic sense. So he I'm not gonna give him future sight, but everywhere you move, he can feel it with his feet. He learned that. Yeah. What, like halfway through the series?
Yeah, Toph taught him that, right?
Yeah. I was like, man, Larry disrespecting Haki.
Yeah, bro. I can't.
Not my Avatar.
Did you agree with my Magellan thought process, that's like he would beat Magellan, but that's about as far as he can go? Or do you?
Yeah, it's right. It's right on this. It's right on the sense. I think he could get. I think he could get an admiral. Not all of them, but I definitely think. I definitely think he could get an admiral. Like, I don't think he's getting Kizaru. Just because like the whole light and being the Logia, but I do think he could get the Mad Dog.
Okay.
Because he's an earthbender, and that whole thing, like, if he just starts spitting lava everywhere, man, turn him into a volcano somewhere else. You know what I mean? Go into the Avatar state, get Kyoshi, throw him somewhere else. I don't know. She moved a whole continent. So Aang's got that in his kit.
To move a continent, yeah. I mean, admirals fight for days, man. I don't know. They're very destructive too. That was my one fear with Aang is the durability, because Lawrence brought it up. I don't think like Das is providing any crazy like attack power, but like Akainu, Akainu land on you, the fight's over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how many times have we seen Aang get hit? You know what I mean?
Like, he don't get hit. He don't get hit.
Truly get hit. He's an airbender first. His whole thing is to maneuver and try and figure it out and be on the defensive. we've seen Aang get hit maybe like a handful of times.
Mm.
And then when I saw him storm the Earth Temple, I saw him put in full stones with Toph and yeeting them. And those things were at least like 5 tons. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
I remember that Larry was talking about like, oh, but how much can he lift, or how much can he actually like
I was
put up?
I was trying to think of an example of like a feat, and I'm like, yo, like I went to the blimp, like the warships, but like there's been so many times Aang has used earthbending to bend and lift like insane things. Like it's just calm. It's not even a feat for him anymore. I don't know.
The only thing I think of is when they were storming the Earth King or the Earth Kingdom, and that man was putting in work. Everything that was thrown at him, earthbend in the air, just dust.
Tossing it. He was spinning the staff. I don't know, man.
And there was like multiple elite earthbenders. And he didn't get touched. Not once.
My question becomes, with Aang, do you think, because he's the Avatar, like are we cross-versing it, like cross-verse equalization is something we used to do in the DDTs, right? Can he like take away somebody's devil fruit powers the way he can take away people's bending abilities? Like, are we allowing for that level of like cross-verse?
No. I don't know if you could do that.
Or take away somebody's Haki, which I think would be more apt in this space, because it's like your chakra.
That would be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like your spirit energy that you're removing. It's not your devil fruit power. It's your, Haki would be the equivalent. Taking away somebody's Haki is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna give him all that.
Yo, Aang would be top 1. He beat an emu by himself.
Adult Aang. Hey, man.
If he's taking away Haki,
I can't say.
If he's taking away Haki, I can't
go that far, man.
And Haki transcends all. It's just one little avatar state, little kick to the arm, to the arm, put him on his knees, pause, and then it's over.
I will say, I do think Aang will be a conqueror's Haki user too. So he got that in him. He got that dog in him in a way that I don't know that I've ever felt for like Naruto and other main characters of series. So,
and he's super smart. He learned all the bending within less than a year, which took all the other avatars like years and years to master. He was a master.
He's a genius, bro. He's a prodigy, a genius, and he's a GOAT, man. I miss Aang. I do. They're supposed to be dropping a movie about him, right? Or another series, right? I think. I don't know.
Yeah, about all the adults.
We'll see.
And we finally get Sokka and his bending.
Did you watch LOK or not?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it? I liked LOK. I didn't care for season 2 too much, but I thought everybody else was dope.
I mean, the villains,
right,
are crazy.
Who was your favorite? Mine was Kuvira, but like I'm not mad at anybody picking the other 2. Picking Unalaq would be crazy, but of the big 4 villains, who was your guy? Who was your person?
I mean, it's gotta be Amon, or what was the Airbender's name?
Zahir. You ain't rock with Kuvira, man. You ain't rock with the Earth Empress girl, man. Earth Empire.
Nah, because she could have gotten taken out at any time. Listen, it only needed one call.
Hold on. Hold on. That's the case with everybody. Literally everybody. If we're calling Toph, every single one of them getting smoked out. Every single one.
That's what I was thinking of.
But
that's what I was thinking of.
But it's the same with Zahir. Same with Zahir. Well, I guess he could fly, so maybe not.
Once he learned the flight, he was kind of like the same way. He was a full-fledged airbender. Nobody could really touch him.
Hold on now. I'm trying to think, because I do think Toph would beat Amon, although the bloodbending would be a problem. The flight is the real problem, because then Toph can't sense him on the ground at all.
That's another way I was going. I was like, if he's not on the ground, then how does Toph see him?
I still think she could take him. I do. And maybe that's just my Toph bias.
But if Toph goes ahead and puts on the metal suit, how does Amon really get the drop. You know what I mean?
Well, Amon can still bloodbend through the metal suit, no?
Or no, Zahir.
Hey, he
Yeah.
gotta figure it out.
How does Zahir get through the metal suit? Unless he picks her up and then just drops her. And I mean, gravity at that point.
I still got Toph, bro. But I'm big Toph over this way. I'm like,
oh no, Toph. She's OD for real. Best earthbender, best metal bender. I'm sure she could probably lava bend. Like, give her an afternoon. I'm sure she would figure it out. I'm pretty sure the only reason why she didn't do it is because she was too, like, it was boring. Why do I gotta learn all three?
Yeah, I mean, she was living in the swamp doing whatever the hell she wants. So I don't know. All right, Miracle. But let me get to another call. Unless you had another question, or I know you're trying to get at Larry, but he ain't here.
Nah, I'm coming in like the next couple of chapters though.
Mm-hmm.
It's Big Usopp, and I want Larry to hear that one too.
It's Big Usopp. The next couple of chapters, you calling it?
I'm going with it, and like all of Usopp's lies, the dragon one. I think we're finally getting that one.
Okay, remind me of the dragon lie.
How he faced the dragon.
Oh, you think we're getting that with? Are you saying theoretically, or like we're getting that with like Loki? What are you saying?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll get Usopp versus a dragon, and then Usopp being Usopp, he gets like a buggy win, and then we get the buff.
Okay.
Hopefully, because I hate Usopp so much, just as much as Larry. But I need him to do something, and if he does what I think he's gonna do, he gets the Nami pack.
Okay.
With Zeus.
Okay.
And then we up.
And we'll be up.
Then it's big straw hats.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Shout out to Usopp. Shout out to Miracle D Mayo, man. Have a happy holidays, bro. And I appreciate you being here.
Peace. See ya.
All right, man. All right. We did get another $2 super chat from Jada Rude. It says, wait, Larry took his girl to the Latinas? Big L. Oh, man. Larry boot up, bro. He ain't checking for the big booty Latinas these days, man. He boot up, you know? But yeah, he did. Number 10 from Buggy D Dragon. It says, what up, bro? Been a hot minute till I caught alive. Anyone know what happened to Broker Potter? Dude was on point with his hammer theory from the pod. Guy usually loves to aura farm when he's right about this. Yeah, shout out to Broker. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. Maybe like a month and a half ago or so. I hit him up to try to invite him to come to one of these call-in streams. And he said the timing just isn't great for him as far as when I do them. Which sucks because it's kind of the only real time I have as far as a slot. Broker's typically more available during the day because he's on the other side of the pond there. So just a scheduling conflict thing. I know we'd love to have him on more of these if we could, but yeah, shout out to Broker, man. But thank you for the $10 super chat. That will allow for 2 people to join on the call streams. So I know I saw a couple people down there in the call waiting rooms. I think I saw Fingers Friends for a while. I don't remember if I saw D Black or Love, but I'll get them all in here because we got, I think, yeah, that would cover the 3 because we had 5 earlier from Villain and 10 from Buggy Dragon. I don't know if Chance is one of those people, but Chance, you might have missed your chance, bro. All right, let's get Young Bull Train here. I know he was next. I think. Trent, you there?
Yo.
Trent, what's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much. Let me put you on speaker again. All right. You can hear me, Seb?
Yes, sir. Talk to me, man. How's it going?
All right, man. How you been?
I'm chilling, man. I had to jump like off camera for a quick second to
Hello?
grab some stuff. Can you hear me? Trent?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. No, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I had a happy holiday. Some drama with the fam, but it's all good. We all love each other at the end of the day. Got to see my uncle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Larry had a dope get together with his fam. I went to that. That was cool. But yeah,
Heck yeah.
it's been a good little week, and I'm on PTO now, so chilling.
Heck yeah. I'm calling you from Disney, so.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm here with the family too.
Shoot, I've never been to Disney, man.
Man, you never know. May have to bring y'all down here one day. Have a top podcast with the young bull down here.
That'd be pretty cool.
All right, but here, let's get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's what I was thinking. So I wanted to shake things up a little bit, and I wanted to see how far do you think Doffy could make it, and how far do you think, how far do you think Kuzan could make it in the world of Naruto?
How far do I think Doffy and Kuzan could make it in Naruto?
Yeah, like
together as a pair or like individually?
Together as a pair and then individually.
Okay. Okay. So assuming they're like an Akatsuki pair,
yeah,
that's a pretty dope pair because like they both kind of trap and steal you, like freeze you. So Doffy and Kuzan in Naruto. Now, I'll be honest. I don't scale the Naruto verse too high. I think they're both Kage level, personally. Maybe not.
Me too.
Maybe not the top tiers of Kage. Like,
I say they are about like Gaara level Kage.
Yeah, like I would pick either of them over Gaara.
Yeah.
As far as the speed goes, I'm wondering whether I would have them both over. What's his name?
Any of them?
Or the other Kage, yeah, like Inoki or what's his name?
I don't think they'd be over Inoki.
They,
yeah, they're right. I or something like that.
I would say that they're both basically Kage level. I'd put Doffy close to like a Kakashi, maybe not with DMS, but around that like pre-DMS Kakashi.
Yeah.
And then Kuzan, I think, is basically a tailed beast, like a Jinchuriki. Like I would have him probably still over even Killer Bee. But I'm Admiral, like I'm Admiral Agenda all day, every day.
Now, where would you say they would stop in like terms of like, say they went through the Naruto journey?
Mm-hmm.
Like where you say like they stop by themselves. So do you think they would make it? Basically, do you think they would make it past Pain first of all? Because I will say Pain's a little bit
it's a little
weird
elevated.
because of the
elevated.
That's the same because of everything that goes on. The Rinnegan is kind of a little bit OP. It's just the thing is, like with the only reason I feel like Kuzan gets past Pain is because he's a Logia. If that transfers over, so I
definitely have Kuzan over Pain. Whether Doffy could beat Pain got me thinking though. I might have Pain in that. I just might have Pain there. Mostly because
I just think Doffy's smart. Doffy's smart, but the thing is you have to figure out where Pain actually is. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like really, because I was thinking of Doffy versus like Kakuzu. Just because of the hearts.
Yo, that's a crazy one too. That'd be good. Yeah. Well, just think Doffy, because Doffy's a hard one because you got to think about how you're going to transfer Conqueror's Haki over to Chakra, and because he is a Conqueror, so that's going to give him more Chakra than if we transfer it over than normal. And with that means you get. That means you're going to be up a little bit more. So, I could see Doffy beating Kakuzu, and I see Doffy beating Pain, but stopping there.
Okay.
But to be honest, the real question is, will Doffy? So Doffy goes against Deidara, but does Deidara blow him up? Or does he with those little micros?
I'll say this: that micro C0 thing that he did Listen,
Yeah.
without a hard counter, that's taking out a lot of folks, bro. All you gotta do is breathe and you're dead. The Dara got
that's what the thing,
bro. He got so hoed. So
I'm just saying, it's because, like, think about it. If he can change the terrain, because then his awakening, if that's what it, I mean, I don't know how that would take it away, but if it doesn't, I mean, he's dead. I think then he's like a Dara level, and that's not.
It comes down to whether or not. All right, so something the twins have always said with One Piece tanking ability, right?
Yeah.
Can he just tank that? I don't think so, right? It's like you're like getting exploded on a molecular level. I don't think you can just tank that. That's unfair.
But the thing is, though, how does that compare to Shock Willie?
Mm-hmm.
Because he took Shock Willie.
He took a gamma knife.
Or a gamma knife. He took gamma knife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like,
hey, man,
you never know with that, because gamma knife is something. It's something for real.
I'll say this. The Dara better use that ability early, though. Because I don't think he can fight with Doffy, like, long term. Like, he needs to be using C0 early in the fight. Because if Doffy traps him, it's GG's. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think if Doffy changes,
it's over. So,
and to see, that's something else, because I feel like Doffy could parasite just about anyone in Naruto.
Yeah, like,
Naruto.
Like, you'd have to basically.
Do you think he could parasite? You think he could parasite Naruto?
Nah. So here's the thing: Naruto has what Luffy has, like a secondary form or a secondary means to break out of it.
Yeah.
Like, he has his
KCM,
KCM, Sage Mode, etc. He can break out of that. Most Naruto characters don't have some secondary means, like even.
So he could. You think he could take Sasuke with no secondary means?
Not necessarily, because Sasuke also has elite chakra control, right? And then, like, a Susanoo should be able to prevent that. But in general, it's like, in Naruto, they were saying you can force your chakra out to prevent genjutsus and things like that, right? Like, you can use your chakra if you have enough chakra control to prevent yourself
release.
From getting
The release.
The top tiers can do that. I didn't see that from Deidara. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that from some of the other Akatsuki members. Kakuzu even. Yeah. So it's like, they can't stop a parasite, most likely, unless they have some other means to do something. Or a clone. Like, they could always just use, like, shadow clones, technically, right? But they'd have to know it. They'd have to be able to do it, right? Beforehand.
But the thing is, Doffy can technically do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I mean, that's
Doffy like that in a Naruto verse. I still give Pain the edge just because I think the Rinnegan is a little more hacks, a little more broken. But I'm really wondering what he would do about, like, Birdcage, and what he would do about Parasite, and what he would do about the God Thread. There's, like,
if you should see, Naruto was.
Do you think he could parasite
Naruto in a Birdcage? Like, can Naruto get out of that? He probably could parasite the other Pain.
Naruto would watch Doflamingo. I'm gonna be one. I love Doffy.
Well, I was just saying
to death. He watching
because if he got stuck in there. Mm-hmm. If Doflamingo just stuck them in there, like, off a trap, and then he was in there, like, I think I don't know if he can just move that quick to get out. He could teleport maybe, but I mean, like, he's beaten most of the.
Trent, we might have lost you.
Opinion. Oh, you can hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
I was saying, like, he beats. You think he beats Kasane? I mean, he's got sea stuff. He's got water-based attacks.
Kasane wiping the whole verse.
He's about to say he got water-based attacks.
Hey, man, if that's seawater, is GG's, bro. I'm sorry.
He ain't wiping Kuzan though. He ain't wiping Kuzan.
Kuzan be alright. There's rare exceptions. The people who will be okay.
Yeah,
he's moving at a level that Jinbei's not. You know what I'm saying, with the water manipulation. And is it all seawater though? Is that seawater?
I don't think so. No, that's what I was saying. I think it's not seawater. Because think about it, all they have are, like, lakes and little rivers.
Yo, so Project,
which would
again, I have Naruto well over Doflamingo, but Project put up a good, interesting thought process. Can a Rasen Shuriken get past the birdcage? I want to say yes, but I don't know why.
I don't know how.
I don't know why I want to say yes.
I don't know. I don't think it would. I don't think it would get past.
I'm gonna say it can, man.
There's no.
I'm gonna say it can, man. I'm gonna say it can. They talk about
if Naruto did it. If it didn't, this would be crazy. If it say it bounced off in there, it like off the threads.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it like this: if he and Doflamingo got trapped in a bird cage, if I'm Naruto, I'm throwing 2 Rasen Shurikens and letting them bounce off the whole time like a Beyblade.
Listen,
and letting him pick his fate.
I remember what happened to Kakuzu with that Rasen Shuriken, man. That boy was hurt.
Yeah, that boy was hurt. I mean, he was packed for sure.
I'm trying to remember if I saw it land again on anybody else. Because I dropped Naruto during the 4th Great Ninja War or whatever. A little early.
Like it. I mean, I would have dropped it. Yo.
What's going on, Shank, though?
I don't know. Wait, what about you think Kuzan could beat Madara?
Oof. I'm gonna go no.
Because think about this. He could freeze the planetary devastations.
Mm-hmm. But
and if he wants to try to drop him,
man, he got a lot going on.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on. But what if Madara tries to what's it called? He tries to touch Kuzan. He's gonna throw hands first.
He got genjutsus. He got all. He. Are we giving him the tail beast? Are we giving him that?
No.
Okay.
I don't think we're going through it as it came. So like he would be first. He'd be the reanimated, and which
he's not.
If he's reanimated,
he's not being the reanimated version of him. I'm talking about the version of him where he's back in his regular form and can be hurt or can be killed.
Yeah, that one. I think that he can beat that one because at the start before the Jinchurikis, I think he can for the simple fact of I also think he can beat Obito because I feel like Naruto people throw hands. They throw hands. They don't use I don't think they're gonna come ability off. The only thing that they have to do is figure out that he's ice and then they're gonna spam fireball stuff. But in my opinion, I think he could beat him before he could get those Jinchuriki by whenever he throws hands. If he can hold him, he can ice him out for a good amount. He could ice him out. I think that he could ice him out, sit there. Just because I think Logias and Naruto are just a little bit, people don't understand how a little bit overpowered they are because of how much Naruto characters like to throw hands.
Yeah, they can like to throw hands all they want, but I'm giving it to Madara, bro. He got too much in his bag, bro. Even if you take away the tail beast, Madara was boxing with the first Hokage, man.
He was boxing. That's what I'm saying. He was boxing, but he wasn't. When he goes to box, he's gonna have to hit him as a Logia, and if he hits him as a Logia, he's gonna turn to ice.
Hold on.
Luffy did.
In this situation, we're doing verse equalization, right? So chakra-based attacks can work like Haki, right? So any chakra-based attack that Madara is utilizing will have the same effect that a Haki-based attack would have. And I think you would also agree that Madara is probably a Conqueror's Haki user. And in the scaling of his verse, he would be an advanced Conqueror's Haki. So I gotta give him the dub over Kuzan, man. I gotta give him that, bro. Out of respect.
It's like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think.
You don't think Madara would be a Conqueror?
There are some people in Naruto that are questionable with Conqueror's Haki.
Madara's one of them. Trey, you're tripping. Trey, you're bugging.
No, I never said that. Look,
bugging,
I'm just saying, like,
Trey.
Look, I'm not about to do. Let me just explain what I was gonna say. I think if Naruto was, because first of all, I think he probably was a conqueror back when he was, what's it called? When he was when he was actually alive back at his time. I think at that time you don't get your you get your Haki strength, but not your conquerors back because you're already dead.
So,
let me
clarify what you're saying, because I do gotta get to the next caller. But what you're saying is the version of Madara that came back wouldn't have been a conqueror because he's an undead version of himself, and therefore he wouldn't have access to. Now we're like too far down the rabbit hole of Crossverse now. You know what I'm saying? We're too far.
You may be right. You may be right. You may be right. But look, but I don't have Naruto being a conqueror in Naruto, so I don't.
I'm not even mad at that, but Madara definitely would be.
Because Madara, no, I think he would. I just think in the situation we use, I just think since he's undead, he wouldn't have it. Okay. That's the only reason.
Okay, I'm not even mad at that one. I ain't even mad at that one.
But but Naruto definitely not.
I gotta get to another caller. But have a good night. Happy holidays. Hope you're enjoying Disney World or Disneyland, wherever you are.
Hey,
and
I will
take pictures, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got you. I'm thinking about streaming it tomorrow. You want to hop in it?
Okay.
Hop in, see the life. Also, I hope my take on Videl is not in the worst takes of 2025.
It might be. I'm pretty sure they're only One Piece takes specifically, but I don't know. We'll find out. And I think
it was a building a crew.
Okay, you might have been nominated for something for our award ceremony tomorrow. So if you have free time, pop in for that one, man.
Okay, I got you. All right, I got you. All right, I got you. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Y'all be safe.
Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right, what's going on, Shankton?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Oh man, dude, did you hear Trent say Madara not a conqueror? I couldn't believe that.
Tripping.
He tried to he explained it better than I thought he was saying. He was saying undead Madara wouldn't be a conqueror. I still don't know if I agree with all that, but I feel you.
Even then, dude, like it's his soul.
That's how I said it was too much.
It's literally their soul because the Kage were talking about like, oh, yo, I was just in heaven. Where am I?
Were they? I'm trying to remember that. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
when the Hokage, unless I'm misremembering, when the Hokage come back, when Orochimaru brings them back, like to talk to Sasuke, one of them was just like, "Oh, we were just in the whatever their word for the afterlife is. How did we get here?"
You saying one Phoenix Fireball and his GGs? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Dude, that thing is huge.
That's disrespectful. He taking.
It's the size of a mountain.
It's Aokiji, bro. Chill out. One.
Aokiji is the size of a man.
Stop it. You're crazy. Anyway, we did a couple more super chats while we were on that call. We got 5 from Diamond Life. It says, "Coach, let me in." I got you, Diamond. I dragged you up. That'll get you access for the rest of the night. I know you be dropping out, so just let me know. I'll drop you back in here. We got another 5 from Miracle Di Mayo, who's just in here. It says, "My wife, who are you talking to?" Me. I'm on some top. Let me live my life. Yo, come on. Don't be arguing with your wife over TOPT, man. Don't do that. And another 5 from Miracle. It says, "Every time Law gets into it with y'all, he leaves to go to his local zoo. It's crazy. PETA hasn't gotten to him. Hashtag Law never seen him lose." I ain't never seen him lose. Hashtag Milkman for sure. Yo, Shanks, did you see the stream last night? Oh, man.
I saw most of it, yeah.
Bro, Lawrence was killing Naruto.
About the panic attack thing. Yeah.
They were like, "Yo, you can't even handle it with chat and be ragging on you."
That's so true.
Yo.
Somebody's got to make the meme. Somebody's got to make the meme of Naruto having the panic attack, but it's just Lawrence and then mean comments right below him.
Oh, I'm hitting a void. I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
I'm gonna make this happen, bro. I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna make it his like desktop screen background on his laptop without him knowing. It's gonna be glorious.
Put in the opening of the next episode.
Oh my! Imagine it just cuts to that.
Right after the video, it cuts to that for like 3 seconds.
It's in the middle of the video. Instead of the who is he? He's Ray. No, he's Ryuma. Instead of Ryuma, it cuts to that. It's just like, oh my god, that's why he put Ryuma at 100. I'm just now seeing the correlation.
He's always blamed Ryuma, man.
Oh my
always and
god.
forever.
100, bro. On it.
100's crazy.
Hey, man. All right. We got a couple more callers to get to. I'm trying to remember who was here next. I want to say it was Guy Mon was next. Yeah. Guy Mon, you there?
Yo,
how's it going?
you?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got a question about Akainu, actually.
Okay, talk to me.
All right. Do you think that Akainu will fight against the world government if he ever finds out the truth about Imu?
Oh, man.
Or do you think he'll just continue to be their puppet?
So I don't think he'll continue to be their puppet, but I do think he'll make a distinction between the world government, the Marines, and pirates. So I don't see him fighting on the side of pirates at any point.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I'm not saying, like, I don't think that he'll be
Yeah.
a good guy helping Luffy or our side, like the Straw Hats. But I think there's some part of me does think that he will go against Imu if he finds about Imu's existence.
Yeah, like I can see him bucking back against the world government. He's already kind of showed dissent and showed like his own agenda.
He talks back. Yeah, he talks back to the Gorosei
in a way that seemingly Sengoku wasn't willing to. So I feel like there's some buyer's remorse on both ends for them because Akainu's realizing how limited the role is in its scope, and like they're realizing they don't have the loyal dog that they thought they did. So it's actually really interesting, like dynamic that they have now. But in my opinion, yes, he'd be willing to fight against the world government if he ever found out about Imu, so long as he's not partnering with pirates. So whatever that looks like, I don't know.
Do you think he'll fight against Imu or one of the Gorosei? If that ever happens.
It's tough, man. Because I still do.
If he was gonna fight a Gorosei, I could see him being the one to take down Warcury. If it ever happens.
Oh man, see, I'm torn because I still want Luffy versus Akainu, but it doesn't look like it's happening.
I mean, they could still fight. Like I said, I don't think he'll be on the side of Luffy because I think he'll still have his vendetta against pirates. I think like his backstory, he went through something as a child that like maybe like his country was unaffiliated with the world government and they got attacked by pirates. And they asked the government for help, but they refused because of their unaffiliation.
Maybe.
So that's just like that's headcanon right now.
There's also the dragon element, right? Like Dragon, he has some beef with Dragon, whether they made a come up together. Oh, I forgot Sabo is the other option for Akainu. That's the other, my fault. I put a poll in the chat for who will Akainu's final fight be, and I completely forgot about Sabo. That's my bad.
I'm pretty sure Sakazuki means sake cup too. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it translates to sake cup.
It does.
So I'm pretty I feel like that's gonna give him a direct tie to the three brothers. I mean, he's already killed Ace. That's already one tie. He scarred Luffy. That's two. So I mean, I feel like he has to have a tie to Sabo in some way eventually.
Hopefully he kills Sabo. That'd be great. That'd be so good.
Or maybe what if he was Sake brothers with Dragon in as rookies in the Marines, and they both felt differently about the factions that they were working for?
It's very possible. I mean, very possible. There's like an interview that came out with Oda from like some Jump Fest or from some magazine from a long time ago where he said oh man, that there was some sort of betrayal or some sort of like grudge or something that Akainu has, and that I gotta find it, man. Oh my god, it's gonna take me forever to find this thing. But it's something along the lines that it alluded to Akainu's history with potentially a dragon as like a betrayal that he had. But damn, I'm not gonna find this thing, bro.
Are you a believer that Akainu and Fujitora are related?
I'm not, no.
No?
Then they gave us the breakdown of like Fujitora's recruitment into the Marines. I don't think it ever highlighted exactly that he was related to Akainu, just that they knew each other, right? Or that just that oh man, I'm losing it. Damn, I'm losing it. But I don't think they ever highlighted they were like actually related. He just seems to know him, right? Gaimon, you're muted if you're talking.
No, I'm just thinking right now. I mean, because like, I can still see him going against the world government eventually. I don't think like he's just gonna continue to work for them. I feel like he has his own beliefs.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Gaimon, have a good night and happy holidays, man. I hope you're having a good one.
No, yeah, thank you. I'll see you next year.
All right, man.
All right, bye.
Oh, actually, Gaimon.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember Shankton if he was nominated or not, but he might be nominated for one of the awards that we're giving out tomorrow. So pull up to the stream if you can, man, or to the stage at least.
Oh, but yeah, I'll pull up.
All right.
Bet.
Have a good one, man.
All right, you as well.
Bro, I gotta remember who these nominees are, bro. I need like a list.
There's a lot of
There's
them,
a
man.
lot of people, right? There's a lot of nominees, man. Yo,
like when you said that, I was like, "Oh, I think he is," but I didn't want to like jump in and say that because I'm not positive.
Yo, hit Chris and get a list of nominees for me, bro. It's a lot. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, tomorrow we're gonna be doing another stream dedicated to the year-end awards. That we're gonna be highlighting some of the best moments in One Piece in the manga and the anime, and highlighting some of the activity that we had in the Discord this year. You know, a lot of new members, a lot of theories, a lot of rage baiting, all the things. We're gonna have a lot of awards. One Piece themed awards and categories, and we're gonna have some winners. So I'm trying to remember the nominees, but I don't even know who won for any award yet. So Chris,
no, I don't think anybody knows. I don't think Chris told anybody.
Chris has the master list. I don't even know if he knows technically, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Well, it depends whether he's done the math yet or not.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. Yeah, but it's specifically for y'all because I'm not nominated for anything. You know what I mean? Like none of the staff or the mods are allowed to be nominated as a Discord award, and we're gonna go over some of the best moments in the series and the anime. So should be fun.
Yeah, shout out to Chris for putting so much work into that. I'm pretty sure it was his idea to begin with. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he wanted to do like a top Oscars, and then he was like, "I'll just do a year-end award ceremony in general." But it was going to be a whole thing. Maybe he sticks with that idea for a couple months from now. But overall, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to
an Oscars would have to be like the awards are for you guys, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's only 4 of us. I mean, I guess we could have like an award for best guest on the show or something. Like, I don't know. Best super chat.
Well, it could also be like you could break it down more. You could be like best moments, like so like each of you would win like some individual award, but then you could also be like best argument, best moments, best theory.
Mm-hmm. Best theory for the top podcast
out of you 4
this year. I've put out more theories this year than anybody, I think. Oh, maybe Larry did. I don't know. Friends don't be putting out theories.
I thought it's been a little while since Larry presented like a formal theory. Like,
he had one that was really good earlier this year. It didn't pop off like that. But he had a really
I know.
Good
I'm
one.
trying to think of it. What was it about?
Oh my god. Oh man. Jeez. I gotta go back and look. I just remember watching it and be like, damn, this isn't getting the viewership it deserves. Best theory, my Blackbeard theory though, for sure. Just for the visibility alone. Love it.
Remind the viewers.
That Blackbeard is able to eat 2 devil fruits because they spawn from the same dreamer. That's really it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, best crash out, Lionel, for sure. Lionel called me the N-word on the live stream. Honestly, it might be the twins.
If we're going non-Lionel division,
the garlic.
If we're going non-Lionel division, I think it's you.
You think so? Best crash out?
Larry just gets you so mad.
Bro, he be saying nonsense, bro. You be saying absolute nonsense, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't know. All right, let's get another caller in here. I'm pretty sure next up was either Reaper or Love. One of the two. I'll go Reaper. Reaper, you there?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? And I know that's a voice changer, bro. I don't care what you say.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I got you. No. How you doing today?
I'm chilling, man. A little tired, but
What's up? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's and shit.
Yeah, you know.
I guess I just wanted to know real quick. Do you think that Davy Jones could have been like a Lunarian?
Well,
if he was the king before like the CDs,
it comes down to whether or not Davy Jones was the king of like reigning atop of the Red Line, or he was the king of the Ancient Kingdom. Because we never really got confirmation as to what he was the king of, right? Or did we? I don't remember.
No, but they said it. Well, I guess when Davy Jones, when Rock said what he said to Emu, he was like he was the king prior to Emu, so he was like the king of the world, or he was the previous king, which previous to Emu, or maybe previous to what? You know what I'm saying? If he was previous king to Emu, then that would make me believe that he was king of the world, or at least in the position where he was, similar to that.
Yeah, because that would put him atop of the Red Line for, I don't want to say centuries, but the Lunarian race basically used to live atop the Red Line for years. Whitebeard knew that, which would tell you that it's a part of whatever ancient history that Roger may have told him. I'm trying to think how that would work with the first and second worlds potentially, but I don't know. I've always thought. So my thought process has always been, since we heard that line, that Davy Jones was the king of the Ancient Kingdom, and Joy Boy was somebody who lived in the Ancient Kingdom or came to the Ancient Kingdom as a pirate, and that essentially, similar to how Luffy does like I befriend the royalty of this country, that Joy Boy did that with Davy Jones, right? And that for whatever reason, Emu was jealous and wanted to rule the world, wanted to rule the Ancient Kingdom, wanted whatever he needed. But in general, it would become a situation where beef gets ensued and Davy Jones's kingdom is taken from him in that way. Now, whether that kingdom was the Ancient Kingdom or if it was the kingdom atop of the Red Line and he was originally sitting on that throne, I don't know. I've always kind of just went with the Ancient Kingdom because I thought it fit more smoothly. But it's very possible he's just a Lunarian.
I feel you. I appreciate that.
Do you? So you believe that he is, or is this a thought process?
I think he is a Lunarian. I've thought that as well because maybe I actually had a theory written down. I just didn't. I didn't want to go through it right now. Hold on one second. I'll just skip through most of it, but if the Davies on God Valley were descendants of Davy Jones, then they could have been diluted. I guess their genes could have been diluted so much that they didn't have the exact genes of a Lunarian, because we know that Rox or Zebek had white hair. You know, his son has darker skin. We've seen, we don't know exactly what his family looks like on God Valley, but I feel like the Davies on God Valley would have been so much time would have been passed that they're
lost the
less
wings and
Lunarian
things,
than they are. Yeah. So they're often hiding there.
So
I don't know. It was
in this thought process, that would make Blackbeard like 1/300th Lunarian over dilution over time, I guess.
Oh yeah. I guess.
I know I've heard more theories about I've heard more theories about like Luffy being part Lunarian or part Shondoran or whatever over the years. I guess now with the Davy clan, it's more of the bigger hot button topic or hot family to link these people with. But I do think that tie that you have about the king of the world and the fact that the Lunarians used to live atop the red line specifically. I do think there is something there. I just don't know if Oda's gonna go that route, but could be.
Appreciate it. Trying to give you a break of my stupid Zoan theory. So
Nah, you could, man. You could. This is still it's not a Zoan theory, but it's still like branched off humanoid. You know what I'm saying? Technically.
kind of.
Yeah.
I got you.
Reaper, man. I hope you're having a good one. I don't remember if you were nominated or not for one of the awards, but tune in tomorrow for the awards ceremony for TOPT.
All right, for sure.
All right, man.
I hope I was nominated.
And happy holidays.
Have a happy holiday.
All right. Yeah, we gotta get that list, bro. Another 5 from Villainy Juice. It says Celestial Dragon Award, Larry. Most verbally jumped award, Seb. Worst list creation, Law. Most non-perfect attendance, Lionel. Oh man, that's pretty apt. That's pretty clean.
That was pretty spot on.
Pretty spot on. I think Lionel's list was worse than Lawrence's, but that's me. I'm so serious. Lawrence ain't have Odin as high as Lionel. You know what? I don't know. Lawrence had Gaban over Rocks. That was insane. I really had to question what was
happening. I feel like you can at least make like a tiny argument for that.
Can you?
Well, just that he had time to improve after Rocks died. I guess, but he is still. Oh, sorry. After Rocks passed. But I mean, still, he's the number 3 on a rival crew. So
Sanji, you gonna clear Rocks when this is all said and done, bro? That's what we saying? That's where we at?
No, we're not.
That's what he's saying.
You make a fair point.
Listen, man. So listen, I'm the Sanji guy on the crew. Here, some things we need to calm down about. Some things we need to really, really reassess and reevaluate what we're saying when we say them.
Well, it's usually the Zoro people who go like, "Oh, he's going to be stronger than Shanks," or even they'll say stronger than Zebek because they say he's a swordsman.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That was some stuff there. All right. But Villain, that super chat will allow us to get what do you call it? Another caller in here. So Nomad Sherm, enjoy that. Yeah, for real. Another 2 for Villain. Lionel didn't even have a list, just names for real. Yeah, bruh. Lionel didn't do the homework. That was the thing that got me so upset with Lionel that had me willing to crash out. We gave him like a whole 2 months of advanced time to do prep, and said this is how we're gonna do it. It's gonna be this. You got top 30. Larry even said, "Yo, have 35 to 40 names in case there's people who don't make it, etc., etc." We need the list in order and the ratings that you give them. The only variations we made was, are we gonna do Gorosei group together, or are we gonna do them separate? Are we gonna do Holy Knights together, or are we gonna do separate? Everything else had already been planned and mapped out. For him to come through and not even have a list and wing it like that, I was tight, bro. I was so tight. I was so angry, man. And then he was just saying nonsense, man. So, anyway, we did get another 10 from Andrew C. It says, is there a limit to what you can do with Haki? Like, I get there's different tiers to Haki, but it seems like if you're strong enough with it, you can make your Haki do whatever you want.
We're just waiting for Haki Key Blasts. They're coming.
Oh man, I don't want that.
You don't want the Haki Hameha?
Nah, I don't want that at all. A part of me says no, there's no limit because it's your willpower, and technically, if you could weaponize your will, as long as you have it's the cliche: where there's a will, there's a way, right? But there gotta be some limit, right? Right? Like Joy Boy still lost, right? There gotta be some sort of limit. Or you got to die at the end or something, right? Like there's got to be some drawback. There's got to be some negative to using Haki at the highest levels. Right? I don't know. All right. But that will allow for another 2 people to get in here. So thank you, Andrew C. Next up, let's get I think D Black was in there for a while. Black, you there?
Yo,
how's it going, man?
Oh, let's go! I made it.
welcome, man. Happy holidays.
Wait, 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Can you all hear me? Am
yes,
I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, let's go! What up, Seb?
Chilling, man. I hope you're having a happy holiday season.
Yeah, you too. My favorite TOPT member.
Am I? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I like all of y'all. I just don't like Lionel's takes. It's horrible. It's so bad, bro. It's oh my god.
Normally I would defend him, but he's on a bad run right now. So,
bro, and he don't show up. He's in a bad run and he don't show up. Like, what's going on, man?
How are you gonna show up 20% of the time and give the worst takes?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like, bro, you guys needs to make like nominees like for yourselves, like, and give some to Lionel. It's bro. I watched the whole top 30 thing. It was oh my god, bro. You said you were gonna swing on him as well. It was crazy.
Listen, I really thought about it. I wasn't joking. I wasn't trolling. I got so angry. I saw red. I had to leave. Real? I had to leave, bro. Real? I had to walk away. I had to take a break because I felt like I needed to put hands on him, bro. And I said, you know what? Let me remove myself from the situation. The man said Cat is 3 levels above Akainu, bro. He deserved to be swung on for that. I don't care.
Bro, it was so funny because like when you watch it, he like comes in from wherever he was, and you guys ask him like, where you got Akainu? He's like 90, like you expect him to say like 90 something, and then he goes like 90. That's so bad, bro. Oh my god. I have a quick question, and then I have like my real question.
Okay.
So in the call-in streams in like the YouTube chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much do I gotta donate to like get a one-time pass into like the call-in streams, just like now?
Oh, $5.
$5. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, are you ready?
Yeah, hit me.
So, would you agree with me that in terms of Luffy surpassing Roger in the whole like status and like who's the greatest pirate of all time stuff, he needs to beat Emu, right?
Oh,
you would say that?
He needs to beat Emu to be considered the GOAT, like over Roger?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh man.
This is not the real question. This is like a build up to like Yeah. So I want to know like what do you think?
In my head I'm thinking if he could, what could he accomplish without defeating or before defeating Emu that would already get him there? I would need him to like beat Shanks and Blackbeard. Like it would have to be like Shanks and Blackbeard and
because like
Akainu.
Even
you
if
have to beat all 3 of them, right?
Even if he finds the One Piece, right? Like it's just gonna be, oh, you did something that somebody else already did,
right?
So it's not gonna like so it's just like sloppy seconds, So it's not gonna put him all the way up there. So my thing is this. So in terms of status, I think that's kind of the only thing, right? Defeat Emu. Not necessarily alone. Like you can do it with help. He's obviously gonna need help. I think we all agree on that in some aspects. But the thing I wanted to ask is how and what would you say? How do we know, or when do we know Luffy has surpassed Roger in specifically strength.
Mm. Okay, so it's
Like
something.
when
Yeah. So this is something that Lawrence used to say a lot, and it's that Shanks would be the closest to Roger's strength that we see in the modern day.
I agree. Yes.
And
yes.
that
Okay.
when Luffy defeats Shanks would be the proof that we need that he surpassed Roger. Because he was basically saying that Shanks would be Roger's equivalent, or at the minimum close enough to him that if you were able to defeat that amount, like that version of Shanks, the version of Shanks that we get in the modern day, then you will have surpassed Roger physically. Maybe not in terms of greatness, like you're saying or alluding to, but in terms of physical strength or fighting prowess. I hope that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask. Do you agree with that, or do you have a?
I still have Roger over Shanks, so I'm biased personally, but
how much though? How much?
It's not by too
how
much.
much stronger is he actually, fam? Like he cannot be. Isn't he like? Wouldn't you agree that Shanks is just like a handicapped Roger, right? Like he misses one arm.
Yeah.
Pretty much like.
So in our top 30, I had Roger at a 99. I had Shanks at a 97, if I remember correctly. I was willing to go 98 for Shanks actually, but I just want to see a little bit more from him before I give him that kind of a stamp. Maybe I'm being biased or too restricting or not giving Shanks enough credit for what he's already done in the series. But I do still have like Roger and Whitebeard and Garp over Shanks. I could be wrong. There's definitely an avenue that people have already argued in the Discord and in the One Piece community that Shanks surpassed those people already. Which I don't think it's too ridiculous to say. I just don't believe it personally. So, I don't know if I believe in that logic. Like to me, Luffy could defeat Shanks and I'd still have Roger over him personally.
Don't you think like symbolism wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't Shanks literally symbolize like a modern day Roger?
Yeah.
Say that in
like
like pretty much. I mean, he even replicates like Roger stuff, right? Like the whole divine departure. Like he even copies his moves, right? The reason I wanted to ask this is because I heard someone discuss it, and they were like, "Oh, Luffy only surpasses Roger in strength when he defeats Emu," and I'm like, "Bro, Roger couldn't defeat Emu."
Yeah, I don't think Roger beats Emu, so it's. Yeah. I mean,
so
I don't think he does, but you know what I mean. Like,
bro, Seb, come on, come on, bro. You can't have Roger that high, bro. Like even after he gets stronger over the years, he wouldn't defeat Emu, bro. Come on,
so
and you know that. Bro.
I'll say this: I love Roger. I'll say this: there was a thread on I think One Piece Twitter the other day that I saw, and I saw some discourse about it. I believe it was my boy Romans. Maybe it wasn't Romans. I don't remember. I think it was Romans though. He was basically saying that. No, you're good. He was saying that, or at least the post was saying that, is Roger going to be the weakest wearer of the Straw Hat, as in Joy Boy, Shanks, Luffy, and Roger. And it's very possible that by the end of the story, Roger is revealed to be the weakest of the people who have donned the Straw Hat. And my first reaction to that was, you're out of your mind. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, he's already weaker than Joy Boy, right? Luffy will be stronger than him at the end. Then it just comes down to Shanks. And it's like I already said, it's possible that Shanks will show that he's at least at the same level as Roger. So
it's just funny, right, Seb? Because like, okay, like how do we imagine Luffy beating Emu? Like he's gonna beat Emu somehow, right? But you are correct me if I'm wrong, but you are of the belief that Luffy will beat Emu like one-on-one?
Yes. It might start as a group battle. I don't think it's going to be a Luffy and Blackbeard thing. But ultimately, to me, for Luffy to become the greatest of all time, which he will be, he needs to defeat Emu one-on-one. Like, it needs to be I'm fighting Emu in the pocket alone and overcoming whatever it is that he has. So
he's gonna have like so much help, right? Like the whole mural, the whole Luffy's greatest power is to draw everybody towards, like, all of it is alluding to this great war, right?
So to me, that's to get to the war. The actual fight against Emu will still be a Luffy 1v1.
How much like, I feel like in the One Piece verse, right, we have seen like everything there is to like power level of One Piece, like, haven't we? Like what's the next thing, bro? Like, what's the next? Oh, bro, we have critical mass. I hate that term, by the way. I hate it so much. Like, it's the critical mass, bro. And flipping Lion-O with the whole leak, bro. It's so, bro. But like, do you believe there is much more power like to be seen? Like, worse. Like, how much stronger can Luffy get? Right. Like,
so check it out.
I mean,
check it out. Check it
what
out.
more can he do, bro?
Check it out. Luffy, and I know you hate it. Luffy's currently not using critical mass. He's not. He can use critical mass with Gear 5th when it's all said and done. And possibly more than that even. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's currently not doing these things at all. Like, as strong as Luffy is right now, Bajran guns, the whole thing, turning admirals into pizza pies, all that. He's currently not also utilizing the highest tiers of Haki in conjunction with that for every single attack.
You believe that what we saw from Joy Boy was like critical mass, Conqueror's Haki, or do you believe that is a step above that? Like, that's something else that's even stronger than that?
To me, I don't think it's a thing that's stronger than critical mass per se. I think that's just him storing his Haki. His Haki is just that powerful. And then you can get into intent and will and everything. But to me, I don't think what Joy Boy's Haki was doing there was anything more than a display of like Conqueror's Haki from him. But that's what it looks like for him. So we got ways to go, is what I'm saying. We got ways to go.
So you're saying that what Joy Boy did was like him flexing, and that was that.
Yes.
Like, that was that's crazy, bro. Like, that's,
bro, we saw Shanks with Green Bull. It's not like it's not like this stuff is. If we ever actually,
but Shanks isn't doing Joy Boy Haki. Like, I mean,
listen,
you would agree with that, right? Like,
I agree.
He hasn't done anything that's that, you know. And Shanks is a beast. Like, he's the most Haki guy there, bro. But like, doing that.
Listen, man. I
Bro,
expect these things, man, from the top tiers. Eventually, Luffy will do these things as well. Which is why I've never been like, oh, he can't beat Emu. Like, he'll get to this level and be able to do that stuff.
Can understand one thing, right? Like, maybe you can explain it to me. Critical mass Haki thing, right? Really understand like what it is.
Okay, so to my understanding of what Roger and Garp explained was that they had put all of their Haki into one attack and loaded it up. So it's like if I throw a haymaker, right? I throw my strongest punch, right? Like, I can throw a right hook, right? At any time. I can throw a jab, I can throw a straight, whatever. But if I put everything I have into the punch, it's a significantly stronger punch. In the world of One Piece, he's putting all of the Conqueror's Haki that they have in them, that they can utilize, they can access, into one focal point and throw, like, swinging. That's why we joke about Haki chucking. But it's like, okay, I know how to use Haki. I know how to weaponize this. I know how to store it, throw it, etc. I'm putting it all, my all, into this attack. I'm going to be spent after I do it, which is why when people say, like, oh, they can use critical mass, I'm like, well, technically, if you use critical mass at all, that's supposed to be the end of the fight, in my opinion. Because it's supposed to be everything that you have in one attack.
Yeah, but isn't that like really like subjective to the person's individual power? Like, okay, let's say that Jin Zhao
can use critical mass, but it would be limited to whatever his max output.
Weaker than,
yeah, which is fair. Which is fair.
Yeah, but would that still, like, do you get what I'm saying? Do that still classifies as critical? Like when I read, like, thank you very much for that explanation. It makes a lot of sense. But in my head, I was like, oh, you need to get to like a specific level of like strength of Haki before it becomes like critical mass.
That's very possible. That's very possible as well. Like maybe you can't even reach this. Like you can't. It won't be considered critical mass because I'm sure Luffy's put his all into attacks before. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly, right? But we have seen it before from him, but that wasn't critical mass.
But has he put all of his Conqueror's Haki into an attack before? You get what I'm saying? Like once you're able to utilize Conqueror's Haki and fight with it, it's okay. Now I can now utilize that piece of my strongest ability and weaponize it, and now I'm putting it all of that into this attack. That was my understanding of what it was.
But what was the Bashrangon then? Like what is that not Luffy's strongest like thing? Like it's his strongest thing, right? Like everything he got, he put into that.
True.
That's
and he should have been using Conqueror's Haki when he did that. So yeah, I mean, you might have me.
I have heard this term so much.
I try not to use it. I try not to use it because I don't know what it means. I'm using my interpretation. I try not to use it because I don't know what it means.
You just explained it to me.
I explained my belief. I can be very wrong, man. I don't
know. It's a. But like when you think of like mass, right? Isn't like mass just how much of a thing there is? Much of it, right? Like how Haki.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know, bro. We don't know. We don't know. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No,
I
good.
just. But
I can't hear you. But I was gonna tell you, we do gotta get to some other callers. But this was fun. Yeah. This was a lot of fun, man. If you want to have a guaranteed spot in the call-in streams, just become a Warlord or a Yonko level on the tier. Or I remember you earlier were asking about what it would cost to just pay to get yourself in. It is $5.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And have a nice New Year.
Yeah, you too, man. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Stay safe. And y'all, like Black did today, if y'all want to get on cam, by all means, get on cam. I know some of y'all don't want to do that, but y'all can do that. Just be respectful. Don't be naked. Don't be wilding out. I'll ban y'all, man. All right? Come on, like Black, he's chilling. It's cool. He got his hair done. I think he's in bed for whatever reason.
Before? It happened before. Like what? Nah, bro. Yesterday's stream was so funny, bro. Like the whole spoil the chapter like 5 times.
Don't
bro.
Spoil it, man. Yeah, don't spoil the chapter, guys. This is a spoiler-free chapter. It's not officially out. It's not officially out. But Black, have a nice night.
Yourself.
Got me wondering what critical mass actually is, man. I don't know. I don't know the answer to these questions. I guess I'm supposed to, right? That's why they're here.
I do think the fact that the name is critical mass does imply that you need to be at a certain strength level to be able to do it.
I don't know. Maybe you're using life energy to do it, bro. I don't know.
Well, like if you just think about it, like if you go a dictionary definition route, like critical mass is when there's too much mass added. So like if you're viewing Haki as mass, then you need to be able to add too much Haki. You need to have enough Haki to add too much Haki.
We did get another couple super chats from Reggie J. It says, why is which Straw Hat is weaker a question? Well, the question I posed in the chat was which wearer of the Straw Hat would be the weakest in the end. Unless they're asking which Straw Hat, as in the crew, is the weakest. Why is it a question? There's a conversation to be had, but it's Usopp. Another 5 from Reggie J. It says, Larry, chapter ain't come out yet. What that mean? Laughing emojis, crying emojis, 100. Hashtag no spoilers, hashtag leakage, hashtag Larry tags. Yes, guys, the official 1170 has not come out yet, so we will not be discussing it or talking about it whatsoever. Please do not spoil the chapter for those of us that have not read it. Even if you had, we do have a spoiler specific section dedicated to talk about the unreleased chapters and the fan-made chapters in the Discord. So if you want to get that out, you want to have a conversation, you want to talk to people about it, jump in there. Don't add anybody in don't add anybody that you haven't seen in there talking already. Okay? Please and thank you. All right. Let's get to our next caller. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say Diamond was next. So Diamond, talk to me, man. You donated to be here.
Yo, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro?
Not much. How are y'all doing?
I'm chilling, man. I had to jump off stream for like 2 seconds to grab some stuff. I felt embarrassed. Y'all judging me right now. I can feel it.
Nah, I don't judge. I wait till you leave and pop on your back like respectful people.
Oh man, what's going on, bro?
I got like 2 small questions and then I'll be quick.
Okay.
I guess my first question is, what like pissed you off? Like you personally pissed you off the most about the top 30 from the twins?
Lionel, 100%.
No. Their like unpreparedness for the list. So like that includes Lionel's like just 0 ranking. He just has characters or whatever he did, and Lawrence's rating, or the actual like list itself.
The unpreparedness, because I don't believe the list would look the way it looked if he was more prepared. But Lawrence had a list that was prepared. I just disagreed with the list, which is whatever. That's fine. But put the work in. It was definitely Lionel's lack of preparedness that got me the most.
Are they like that outside of the pod too?
Yes. It's not an act, bro. None of what y'all see on Mondays is an act. That is what we are like in general. The only difference is me and Larry curse a little bit less. That's the only difference that you're seeing on a day-to-day. That's what we're like. I troll a lot. Lionel and Lawrence mispronounce names and treat me and Larry like second-class citizens, so they don't prepare for things sometimes. And Larry is just polarizing. He's been that way with every friend group we've ever had. So, yeah. It's just that's all it is. That's what we're like.
All right. And also, I just want to point out, chat. I saw Lawrence at a grocery store. He asked me, who do I have higher, Rocks or Gabon? I said Rocks, of course, and he called me a dirty hockey chucker and broke my phone. True story. I showed you proof, but my phone busted.
Oh my god. Well, hope you get a new phone, man. It's holiday season. They got deals.
Yeah. And then I guess my actual question is, do you think we'll see any new people outside of the God Knights receiving contracts like Harold did? I'm not talking about like, I guess, the deep sea contracts, because I'm assuming that's only for the Gorosei, but like the shallow or the regular deep sea contract the Holy Knights have. Do you think we'd see anyone outside of the Celestial Dragons receive it? And if you do, who do you think would be a contender? Because mine, I only have 2 right now, because I just thought of this question like earlier today. It'd be Lucci and it'd be Green Bull. Lucci because he's like a valuable member of CP0 who works directly with the world government. And I feel like his accomplishments, even though he didn't do it himself, but Vegapunk did get taken out and they got Stella. Like that might promote him because they might need some like firepower. And then Green Bull, he'll want to, suck up to the Celestial Dragons. and once he sees that like there's someone even higher that he respects outside the girls, that he might like fold instantly if he receives a contract.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering if you have anyone in mind.
The two names you said were great. I think they're very valid suggestions. I think it's a fellow YouTuber, Morge, did a video on this where he was saying that assuming the God's Knights take L's in Elbaf, like they lose Sommers, they lose Killing Him, whatever, maybe Gunko, that they'll be recruiting more Holy Knights because they were already recruiting Loki for the Final War, right? Granted, Loki has more what's the word I'm looking for? Cachet.
Like more going on?
Yeah, you got more going on for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he's coming with Elbaf or whatever. But assuming they lose some God's Knights, they're probably going to try to re-up and try to get as many people on their direct side as possible. And in the world of One Piece, you're starting to see divisions between the world government and the Marines as a whole. So in that video, he highlighted potential, he said God's Knights at the time. We didn't have the Covenants reveal yet. But he had suggested Green Bull and Lucci as options. He also suggested Doflamingo as an option, which I thought was one of the more interesting ones. Because he is somebody that would be looked at more as a wild card. He's kind of just faction free in prison. Already has knowledge of the Holy Land, and he is technically a Celestial Dragon himself, and an awakened Conqueror's Haki user. So he's somebody that you could definitely value if you give him like a buff with like a Covenant contract. You just have to be willing to take on the risk of a Doflamingo. You know what I mean? Because obviously he's going to have higher aspirations than just being your loyal servant in a way that Lucci and Green Bull probably won't. So I do like the thought process. I do like where we could be going character dynamic wise for each of them for that. Green Bull's more your prototypical, I just want more power guy, right? Lucci, it's interesting because we're already seeing him gain a little bit more humanity. So he'd be at like a crossroads for himself with like maybe like Lucci and him. Maybe not they're both approached, but like he has to make a decision between not Lucci, Kaku and him. Like he has to make a decision between being with Kaku or being like rising in the ranks and joining the God's Knights and being like a Covenant user. And him making that decision could be really interesting, in my opinion, like that crossroads. Green Bull, I don't think you'll get a crossroads, but then Doflamingo, the way that I see it, would be a situation where he could potentially escape to be like a cross guild member or be with the Don Quixote family, and then he could prove law right by abandoning them for power in the way that he would be choosing. Like say cross guild goes to free Doflamingo, right? And at the same time, Shamrock Abyss circles right there, and it's like, hey, come with me, and you could be a Covenant. You could be a Holy Knight. You could be a God's Knight. You can be everything you've ever wanted. You could be the Celestial Dragon that you should have been all those years ago. We need you. Whatever. Who do you think Doflamingo's choosing in that moment? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because he can go either way, right? Like, did the loss to Luffy actually affect him to make him change his ways and his thought process where he'd stick with the family? Or would he just abandon them for power in the way that he was willing to sacrifice Virgo and Monet to maintain what he already had? So, I don't know. I did think that Doflamingo was a really good addition to that list, so I figured I'd do it here. And as far as anyone else, it's funny because it'll never happen, but you think Blackbeard would sign up? Or other Blackbeard pirates? I don't know. Because
if Blackbeard signs up,
he would. I don't see it, right? I don't see it as an actual option. But he wants to be king of the world. He wants a seat at the table. That's technically a seat at the table right there. It's like a step towards what his goals would be. I don't think Emu would ever trust him enough to do it. And I don't think Blackbeard would be put in a situation to be offered that. But technically, if I want to be a king, like, this is better than that. Fourth or fifth option. My bad. But fourth or fifth option. No, go ahead.
Oh, I guess my question: do you think it'd be similar to how, like in Dragon Ball Z, the Majin symbol,
exactly,
with like Babidi?
Yeah.
So like, he'd have the power of the buff and the regen, but either he like never like speculation, like conquers Haki's way out of Imu's control or has something else.
Mm-hmm. Diamond, I don't know if me and you talked about this or not, but a while back, around the time that video dropped, or that Morge dropped that video, I said I could see Kid also being somebody in a Majin Vegeta type of route where it's like, yo, I just need the power. I'm not strong enough as I am currently. This would give me the buffs, and I could see somebody like Shamrock approaching him, because I was gonna put out a video myself on this about the people that Shamrock would approach to become Holy Knights. And so far, it would have been the people that have some sort of connection to Shanks. So in Loki's case, Loki is the Prince of Elbaf, and part of his lore is that he was captured and defeated by Shanks. He's now currently chained up at Elbaf as a result of that defeat. Okay, this is somebody who's lost to Shanks. Let me try to recruit him to be a God's Knight. Loki says no. And after that, you go down the list of people who are connected to Shanks. Obviously, Luffy's not going to be somebody you approach, but maybe you approach Mihawk, right? Like, I don't think Mihawk would sign up, but I could definitely see them valuing him as an asset. You're the world's strongest man, you're the world's strongest swordsman, and you have.
And then when he said no, they were like, we don't need him no more. Let's just send people after him. Maybe.
Something like that. And then after that, it's like, okay, Kid. Factionless. No crew, potentially. I think for Kid to say yes, he would need his crew to be completely wiped out. More specifically, Killer would need to be dead. You need to have a completely broken Kid to be willing to accept this. But I could see it under the right circumstances that Kid could be approached and recruited. He is a conqueror. He's an awakened Devil Fruit user. And technically, it's all there for him. It's a little tricky with Kid. People think he's already dead. You know what I'm saying? But those are the people. And then the last one would be Buggy as a joke. But mostly because Buggy's always failed upwards in life. And if, how do I say this? I don't think he becomes the Pirate King, but the only next elevation for him from Yonko would be Celestial Dragon, right? So how do you become a Celestial Dragon if you're a pirate? You get recruited to be a God's Knight. How do you get recruited to be a God's Knight? You have to have some sort of level of notoriety, power, or value to Imu and people like that. So the Buggy one's more of a gag, more of a joke, obviously. But the other ones I think are actual potentially some people that can get recruited. I do agree with you with Lucci and Green Bull being the top two candidates. The other ones are more interesting to think about, but would they actually happen? You'd have to really get into a lot of varying plot elements to kind of work.
Yeah, I was gonna say something to kind of troll people.
You have another one?
What? No, I'm just saying when you said Kid, I was gonna ask, like, is Shamrock even strong enough to subdue Kid if they were to fight? But that's just because of my Shamrock K right now.
Why are you hating on Shamrock for? What's Shamrock?
I guess it's similar to how Larry feels about Mihawk and Blackbeard fans. It's like the character himself is fine. It's just the fan base. They're like making him like Shanks level. Like anything Shanks has, he has. Maybe not the Haki, but like, he has a like OP sword, and he most likely is the Shanks that could have been. But obviously Shanks is a stronger twin. But like people are thinking that he's not too far off. And I don't know. I'm just hating on that one. But
okay, as long as you know. As long as you know, bro. But Diamond, that was a really interesting question, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all taking the call, and happy holidays and happy New Year's to you guys. This year was fun. The hot takes were hot.
They always are. Diamond, I'm pretty sure you are nominated, if I remember correctly. I don't know, I could be tripping, but tune in tomorrow, pull up to the stage, and see if you win an award, man.
If you lied, I'm charging back my super chat.
That's how you feel? That's how you feel, bro?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, and also, when you told me about I had the role in the server, I only got Discord for a month, and when I was going to renew it, I clicked the wrong membership. So I had the cheapest one, And when I tried upgrading, I couldn't upgrade until the membership ended, which is like next week. So I was like, damn, I paid $3 for nothing.
That gave you access to DDTs. We just didn't do any. So my fault. My fault. You know, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop talking. Diamond, have a good night.
Nah, all good. All right, man. You too.
Yeah, how I'm telling him he paid for DDTs and we didn't do a single one in the month. I'm trash. I'm trash. It's not my fault, man. It's not my fault, Shankton. Tell me it's not my fault, bro. Shankton not here for me. Terrible. All right. We got another 2 from Reggie J. It says facts, Def.
It's your fault.
It's my fault? Okay. Facts, Def is Usopp, but nah, Joy Boy, Luffy, and Roger. Okay. All right. Another 2 from Reggie J. Law and Lionel stubborn Haki. They all stubborn, man. That's how Conquerors works. Another 21 months at Yonko status from Left Lane John Wayne. It says, stop leaving out the drawbacks when we talk about critical mass. It was explained that performing this move leaves you completely drained. No spamming, no divine departures, no follow-up, double edge. Yeah, this is what I was trying to break down earlier, Left Lane. So thank you for re-highlighting it. Like, you're putting your all into the attack. Yes, it's all of your Conquerors Haki, your advanced Conquerors Haki, and you might need to be at a certain level to even utilize it, but you're still putting everything you have into the attack. You can't spam it. You can't use it more than once in a fight. So it's weird that people are like, yo, he taught them. Like Lawrence was talking about, oh, they taught them critical mass. I'm like, how? In my mind, it doesn't even make sense to teach this to somebody for real, right? It's like, hey, put all your Haki into this attack. Like, can you teach that? Like, I guess you can, but it's like, how does training that work? It doesn't work that way. I don't know. Maybe that's just my headcanon, but I don't think you can really teach somebody critical mass, or at least the way I understand it. Another 5 from Reggie J. I defended Itachi on 2 Mondays ago on the pod, and next thing you know, I see Larry and Law running off with my dog, laughing emoji, and killed Spider on my windshield. Listen, man, defending any Naruto character is going to be tough for Law, man. So. Another 10 from Reggie J. Larry, Lionel, Akainu, rate him. Lionel, I have him at a 90. What happened? What did he say? Larry walks off. Seb grabs his head. Hat falls. Yeah, it was rough, bro. It was tough, man. I have that video. Oh man, I'm talking to this new girl recently, and I sent her the video so she could understand my frustration, and she thought it was the funniest thing ever. So, Another 5 from Estero Jack. Hey Seb, I messaged yesterday about the Straw Hat rankings. I mainly was talking about in terms of likability currently. See, I knew it. Estero, I was trying to get you to say it again or whatever yesterday. I'm sorry. For me, I'm always going to be Monster Trio as my top 3. As far as how I rank them, I put Sanji at 1, Luffy at 2, Zoro at 3 for likability in terms of the Monster Trio, but those are my guys. After them, I have Robin at 4. After Robin, it really depends on what Frankie's doing that day, that arc. But it's gonna go Frankie, then Nami, then Brooke, then Usopp, then Chopper, then Jinbei. Yeah. Not a big Jinbei guy, which is why people think I'm racist against Fishmen. It's hard to explain this. But to me, all the Straw Hats have something wrong with them. And Jinbei is like an actual, just regular good person. And sometimes that gets boring. Sometimes that's lame to me. I really don't know how to explain it deeper than that. Jinbei's like the good uncle. All of them are like broken mentally. There's something wrong with them. There's something missing there for all of them. And Jinbei's just like, he's just a guy. Just chilling. Does that make sense, Shanktum? I hope it made sense. Shanktum not here, man. He go.
It takes me a second to get onto Discord.
It's alright, bro. It's alright, man. Is that wild? Is that wild? Like, I'm serious though. like Sanji's a womanizer, right? And a chain smoker. All the like he's there's things wrong with him. He has actual like deep seated trauma that affects him every day. That's the case for like every single one of the Straw Hats.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jinbei just kind of chilling, yo. Like I don't
Nami
see that.
stabbed herself in the
Yeah,
arm
yo, like-
repeatedly out of emotional trauma.
Yeah, I don't see that with Jinbei, man. And maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm blinded. But I don't.
I think
it.
Jinbei's just older, and like he's kind of settled with his demons a little bit.
Okay. That tracks. That tracks. It works for his character. It's just not what I prefer in a character. At least not in a Straw Hat.
And even with Jinbei, like you could see the trauma of his past, especially with humans, like when he was, the not wanting to do the blood transfusion initially, or like his concerns about like of what species the person who beats Hody Jones is.
Mm-hmm. What voice are you talking about, Left Lane? I don't know what voice you're referring to. I genuinely don't. Can't do the voice. What voice?
What voice?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what voice you're talking. All right. Astero, I'm sorry that the twins and Larry weren't able to help with that one and give theirs. But I hope that sufficed. I don't know what your list is, but yeah. Let's get another caller in here. Let's get Love in here. Love, you there? You've been waiting a while.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Talk to me.
All right. I got two questions. One like short one and then one longer one.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want first?
Give me the short one first.
All right. This is a personal thing I've been saying, but in Marineford, if Shanks came and then Sengoku was like, "Nah, I want the smoke," I was saying that the Marines still would have won, even if Shanks came and the fighting continued.
Ooh.
Like, everyone was basically untouched except for Akainu. Like, if we're being honest, like, everyone was still, like, full HP. Like, nobody really took any damage other than Akainu. And you have the Warlords, the Admirables, the Vice Admirables, the Pacifistas, like, the Father with their cannons. Okay.
I'm kidding. That's an interesting take. So, I guess I will probably disagree, but it's mostly because Blackbeard and his team are also there, right?
Who are they going to be gunning for? Like, are they like? It's almost going to be like everybody over Shanks, because in everybody's eyes, Shanks is the biggest fish there.
Mm-hmm.
Blackbeard is going to be waiting for his time. Shanks is going to have to like look over his shoulder for Blackbeard because he's scared of him for whatever reason, and everybody else is just going to be gunning for Shanks. Like, I can't imagine the Kainu only like just running at Shanks the whole time, you know?
I mean, you got to beat Shanks though, right?
They got enough firepower.
You think so? Maybe.
Akainu, Kizaru, like everybody there is full HP, you know? Even Garp at the end, like I remember he wanted to like kill Akainu and then Sengeki held him down. And then when Shanks came, Garp like turned his anger towards Shanks. He was just like, Shanks, that's the one who made Luffy into a pirate and like started this whole thing. So if you even have Garp like against you, like that's a lot. It's a lot of people. Like the Warlords too, not to mention. Like obviously not everyone's like super high, but like together, like these guys could like.
I will say, you're not including any outside forces with this, right? Like the God's Knights can't come, the Gorosei can't come.
Yeah, just who we saw there.
Okay.
Like I think it's close for sure. Like, but the Marines still got it.
It really depends on, because now I'm scaling like the Garp we saw at Hachinosu. If he's really active, there's not many. In my opinion, how I scale the red hair pirates, not much that they're going to be able to do to him. Sengoku's more active now. Akainu's back up. The Whitebeard pirates are basically, I don't want to say decommissioned at this point, but they're not going to be a major factor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Blackbeard
just Shanks and his crew.
Zoro's fighting, Akainu's fighting, Aokiji's fighting. Garp and Goku, Blackbeard. The Blackbeard piece of it is interesting. Who is he attacking?
Yeah, because we know he's gonna go for the backstab.
The warlords aren't really helping anymore. Mihawk's walking away. He's not helping. Would he help Shanks? If the fighting continues, would he help Shanks? No, I don't know. Probably not.
If he's losing, he would, I think.
Does that change your thought process?
No. Mihawk's out of it. Mihawk's out of it.
I'm not underrating the Whitebeard Pirates. They basically all was jumping Akainu and failing, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, but once Shanks is there, they have somebody who can actually like go toe to toe with Akainu and probably pretty comfortably beat.
Just going toe to toe with Akainu is not enough. You have to go toe to toe with Akainu and Garp.
No, I know, but you got what I'm trying to say is you can't underrate that. Like he now has Marco on his side, so he has somebody to heal him while he's getting jumped.
I mean.
He has the rest of his crew. He has Jozu still. He has Vista still. If the Whitebeard Pirates are going to fight with him, I mean, he said he was going to fight everybody, but like realistically, some battle lines are going to be drawn here. So I just think we're underrating that he has like, especially just having Marco, like having somebody around who can kind of sort of box with the admirals and also heal you. Is extremely helpful when you're clearly the stronger opponent and you're getting jumped.
Yeah, like I do think it's close. Right now, I'm 60-40 towards the Marines. I don't know about you guys.
No, I mean I'm Admiral Gang. I'm Admiral Gang, so I want to agree with you. But the whole point of the Yonko the Yonko existence is that like it takes all of this to fight Yonkos, right? And if you can't beat two Yonkos in one day, can you?
No, but it would be different if they were together. If they came together, then I think that they would have won.
But this is two Yonkos in one day. You're essentially only removing. I mean, you're removing a decent chunk of Whitebeard's fighting force with removing Whitebeard and Ace. But it's now that Whitebeard force plus the Red Hair Pirates, or at least the main fighting force of the Red Hair Pirates. And you've already been fighting all day, technically. A lot of these Marines that are fodder, Shanks can eliminate using his Conqueror's Haki. So then it's like, okay, I can wipe 100,000 people at one time if need be, right? Or at least a decent chunk of the Marines fighting force. Then it's like, okay, just the Vice Admirals and up are probably still up, right? And who knows if they're all still up, right?
And then obviously there's Doffy and
that's the thing. Are they is Doflamingo still fighting? Like, how many of the warlords go, yo, I agreed to fight Whitebeard, I'm out? Because Mihawk did that.
I know, but
Hancock don't care. She out.
Yeah,
Mori is already, like,
yeah, he was taken out, but Mihawk didn't even want to be there to begin with. But Doffy looks like he was all there for the smoke because this was like a whole world-changing event, and he wanted to be a part of it. Because he thinks he's the centerpiece to everything. He's gonna think, "Oh, I gotta be here if I'm
That doesn't mean he's fighting earnestly. He didn't fight earnestly in the moment. So
well, they didn't need him. Those.
I don't know.
But like, let's say he could take care of Marco while they're doing their thing.
Somebody said a morale boost they got from Shanks, like this is Dynasty Warriors. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, so Shanks is all talk. Yeah.
He's all talk. All right. What's your second one?
All right. I've never lost. I'm 5-0 right now on the Mihawk versus Shanks debate.
Okay.
I've never lost. I've been able to change people. It's like a religion. Like I've been able to convert.
Good luck. Good luck, bro.
All right. So you're Shanks, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
My argument is more probable than not. It's more likely than not that Mihawk is stronger than Shanks. Whether it's 51%, 52%, but just narratively, everything is pointing in Mihawk's direction. All right, here we go. So first, we know that swordsmanship is more than just sword skill. We have Zoro's teacher telling him that the strongest swordsman could cut through anything, or cut through nothing, and anything, whatever. And we see this when Zoro starts facing Dao's bones. He could hear the breath of all things. And doing that, he's able to cut through Dao's bones. Mihawk, as the strongest swordsman, who is the strongest swordsman, should be able to cut through all things. The breath of all things, seems to be both an observation haki and an armament haki type of thing. because we see Zoro could sense like the voices in the rocks and the trees, and he was able to dodge the rocks and all that. And he was also able to become one with his blade, almost like kind of like a Rio type thing. And he was able to cut through Dao's bones, which he previously was not able to cut. So Mihawk, in being the strongest swordsman, should have like the utmost skill in this Breath of All Things, and his armament and observation Haki should be of the utmost. And when you tie that with him also having the strongest blade, which obviously I do think that he darkened on his own because of the way it was explained. He's the one who introduced us to really coding and all that. And the fact that Zoro, when he was fighting Dao's bones, was saying like, "Oh, me and my weapon are one. We both like are seeing the same things." Mihawk is probably in tune with his weapon as well, and I think that's hard to do when it's not you who was the original wielder, or if you weren't the one who made it your own. You know. So with all these things, like, and obviously we know that Mihawk is above Shanks in terms of being a swordsman, and if this is what it means to be a swordsman, then I can't see Shanks being stronger.
Okay.
I have more, but we're gonna go on forever because I watched your videos and I've seen the points that Larry's made, and I saw there was a guy, I think his name was Fex. He was a Mihawk fan who you guys debated a while back, and he didn't really have too well points. You guys were talking about the titles and all that. Because I remember Larry had the argument, "Oh, is Whitebeard still the strongest man?" But for that argument to make sense for Mihawk, would have to say that he got the title and then he lost it, like Whitebeard did, or all the other people who had their titles did. Like Garp lost his title, you could probably say, but that means he had it at one point. So unless you're saying that Mihawk had the title at one point, you have to say he was the strongest at some point.
Not necessarily. It really comes down to how you view swordsmanship in One Piece. And I actually don't have an issue with people who have Mihawk over Shanks. I just don't personally, because I view swordsmanship a little differently than they tend to. So like, I don't even think it's a crazy take to say it. I just don't agree with it. Personally, and I say this all the time, and I get a lot of flack for this at times, but to me, Oda goes out of his way to distinguish between who he considers a swordsman and who he doesn't, right? Or more accurately, when swordsmanship is being featured or highlighted. Now, that is to say, Shanks is definitely a swordsman. I don't that notion that he's a hockey man. I don't agree with that. But I acknowledge that every time that Mihawk is stronger than Shanks in terms of swordsmanship. That if they get into a sword fight, Mihawk would win. And odds are, any fight they have will feature swords. But, and this is a bit of a cop-out, if they would ever put the swords down, I don't think it would be close. I believe that Shanks can still operate at a similar level. I know we do our ratings and our scales and stuff when we do our top 30. If Shanks is currently at a 97 or a 98, if you put Gruffon down, I would say he's still able to operate at a 94. If Mihawk put Yoru down, I think that number drops significantly for him, where he's not in the 90s probably anymore.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I don't know if that's fair to Mihawk or not, but it's just how I view it. Because in Zoro's case, if he puts his swords down, he drops significantly as well. It's just the nature of the game.
Yeah.
As to why I believe Shanks can still operate at this level without his sword, this is where we get into more headcanon and how I view the past era. And again, if you think it's unfair, I can respect that. Earlier in this call, we had somebody highlight that they think that Shanks is supposed to be the closest thing to Roger in the modern day. And I agree with that. To me, if somebody is Roger's level and they're the Pirate King, or Pirate King level, as Lionel likes to say, I don't think you can, if you took Ace away from Roger, Roger's still going to be the Pirate King. You get what I'm saying? He's still going to be able to fight Whitebeard. He's still going to be able to fight Kaido. He's still going to be able to fight Big Mom and potentially win those fights, even without a sword. That's what it means to be the Pirate King, in my opinion. I believe if Shanks is supposed to be the closest thing to that, then taking away a sword wouldn't reduce him to a level that he can't compete with these people anymore. And I don't have that same thought process for Mihawk. I just do not. And
yeah, I get that.
Again, is that fair? I don't know. But it's how I feel. So I make a joke about it in the Discord when I say Shanks will punch Mihawk dead in the shit, right? I don't have any proof of that. I've never actually seen him punch anybody. I've never seen him actually kick anybody. The only thing I could potentially gravitate to is Rayleigh kicking Kizaru. But
yeah, I remember that.
That's not real evidence, in my opinion. So, but I hope what I said makes sense. What you said made sense to me. And like, again, I don't have an issue with people thinking that Mihawk's over Shanks. I just don't subscribe to the notion myself. A lot of it is because of who I think Shanks is, what he's done in the series so far, feats that they both have or haven't had, and just in general, like, I'm asking you, if Shanks put his sword down, do you think he could still box with Kaido? I do. If Mihawk put Yoru down, do you think he could still box with Kaido? I don't.
Well, neither of them are with Kaido. Like, just, I think obviously Mihawk's follow-up will probably be bigger, but Shanks is stronger with his sword than he is without it.
I acknowledge that, yeah.
And Shanks at his strongest holding his sword, and Mihawk at his strongest holding his sword, especially because, obviously it's not confirmed yet, but I do believe Mihawk has a deeper connection with his sword. Obviously we see Zoro has the connection with his sword. Like, having your will, like, be embodied, like, almost through it. And at their strongest, Mihawk at his strongest and Shanks at his strongest, I think Mihawk is whooping that ass. Yeah,
whooping that ass. Okay, all right.
Yeah, like I don't even think it would be extreme diff. It would be high diff, but I don't even know about extreme.
Okay. And if they put the swords down and they started scrapping with their schmeats?
Okay, then Shanks got it. Shanks got it for sure. But with the sword, I don't think Shanks got it like that. Especially because, I don't know, whenever they show Haki in the show, it's always with a sword, you know? Like, it's always like they're showing it with the sword.
The other thing about it is, in my opinion, is that I don't think Oda ever meant it to be power scaled to this degree. I think the point was they were supposed to hype each other's legacies or hype each other's scaling, where it's like, yo, oh my God, Mihawk's so strong that he's the world's strongest swordsman and he's able to fight Shanks like evenly, and then vice versa. Like, oh my God, Shanks is so strong, he's able to fight the world's strongest swordsman to a draw or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I've always viewed it. I've never viewed it as like, yo, Oda's doing this and that. The one other thing,
that's cool because they're never gonna fight.
The one other thing I will go to, it is also another mini cop out. Are you familiar with the height theory in One Piece?
Height's like 6 foot, 7 foot.
Nah. So King and Queen are both 1 centimeter difference in height. King is 1 centimeter taller than Queen is. Zoro and Sanji are both 1 centimeter difference in height. Zoro is 1 centimeter taller than Sanji is. And Shanks and Mihawk are both 1 centimeter difference in height. And Shanks is 1 centimeter taller than Mihawk is. So, if we listen, it's random. It might be BS, but those other two slightly taller people are both stronger than the other people. So,
nah, that is great. I never heard that height theory.
I said it to you in Discord, bro. Look it up. Look it up.
I mean, when Mihawk has his top hat on, he's taller though.
with the top hat, with Yoru hanging out in the back. I got you.
Yeah. That's true.
All right. But hey, man, no, that was a good conversation. I like when the Mihawk stands come respectful and with real, like, what you said was legit. I can't knock that. You know what I'm saying? It's when I'll be like, yo, he over Roger because he got a sword and Roger got a sword. Like, I'll be like, all right, man.
Nah, he got, it's whoever is alive and he has the title. You know?
Thank you, man.
You can't go back to the past and like include everybody.
All right. Hey, man.
All right, thank you.
Have a good night. Have a wonderful holiday and stay safe.
All right. Yeah, you too. Peace.
How you be feeling about the Mihawk versus Shanks stuff, Shanktum? I know you're clearly Shanks biased, right? But I feel like you're more level-headed than most.
I'm Shanks biased, but I've always said like I'm fine with Mihawk being stronger than Shanks. Like, there's plenty of evidence to support it. Like, I know some people don't like scaling with the narrative at all.
Right.
Like Larry, anytime we have this conversation, Larry, he hates the titles, he hates the implications, but like, at a certain point, evidence is evidence. So like, they can't keep being compared to each other and not at least be equal, in my opinion,
or at least close
or at
to
least
it.
like equal.
Yeah.
Equal in a subjective way, where it's like if they fight, either one could win.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, we got a couple more super chats. $2 from Reggie J. Shanks is related to monsters Shamrock and Garling, and then Shanks is the hockey man swordsman. That's more accurate, in my opinion. Another 2 from PP McGee. Would join call, but it would be wild. Hashtag Bo Nix is my lord. I don't know what is wrong with y'all that y'all be saying things like this, but appreciate it.
That's got to be Hitta's alt.
Yo, I met PP McGee before I met Hitta, bro. Like, Hitta would be the ult. You get what I'm saying? That's how far back PP McGee has been with the channel, bro. I used to have conversations with him and shit in the Discord before Hitta was a person.
My god.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah, no, I was just remembering that was a long time ago.
Yeah, he's the Magellan stand, bro. One of our first DDTs, he was in there standing Magellan. All right, let's get to another caller. Let's get NYC Anime Nerd in here. Nerd, you there? Oh, he's deafened. I don't know if he's here. Nerd. Nerd going once. Nerd going twice. Ah, man. Let's get Nerd back in here later. I'll have to ping him. All right, let's get Mello in here. Oh, there he goes. Nerd, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. What's up?
No. I'm here.
Yeah, make sure you mute us in the background.
Y'all not hear me?
We can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. I was just like semi on a phone. Like, yo, I don't take Mello and then I'll go. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Something's
okay.
We can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay, because it's like I'm hearing massive.
I hear some like something in the background a little bit, but I understand what you're saying.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So first of all, I want to say that I actually don't. I think Hydrogen is gonna get the hammer because there's 3 things that Thor left behind. They're called the Iron Grippers. They're iron gauntlets, a power belt that 2x's your power. But the thing about the Iron Grippers is that they're made so that when the hammer flies to you, A, you can catch it, and B, so it doesn't burn your hands when you call forth lightning, which is kind of interesting because what if the man with the burn scar tried to steal the hammer and this is how he got burnt? So that's not what I was going to talk about. Second of all, I found a really old picture of Robin wearing a jacket with the Shallow Covenant mark on it, which I thought was really interesting.
Can you share that? That sounds crazy.
It's really, really wild. And to whomever was talking about the Lunarian thing early, you got to also remember, like, we know that now, like, parents with white hair can have dark-skinned children with black hair. Like, we have Teach, we have Robin, like, this isn't, so it could be, it's not whatever lineage I think one of them has, they probably share it. But I did something on critical mass. I know you're sick of hearing about it, but this is how I understood it. So in 1165, Roger brings up mass when talking about Haki. What's really interesting about this to me is that it means Haki isn't just energy, it needs to have some type of physical substance. Meaning that willpower isn't the only thing. It needs like latent mass energy, which I believe is stored in the soul, which will turn into willpower. What is interesting is, though, on Egghead, Vega states that the soul has 21 grams of mass, meaning the soul is a physical object in One Piece. It's just made of an unknown matter. It obeys the mass energy equivalence law. When exerted, soul energy is transformed in the real world in a physical effect. This is crazy because it literally is basically saying Haki equals MC squared. A tiny amount of mass can become a huge amount of energy. If Haki is stored in soul mass, then when a conqueror Haki user exerts their will, a tiny fraction of soul mass converts into burst energy, which can manifest black lightning, aura pressure, so on and so forth. The explosions we see isn't anything more than just science. It's mass to energy conversion events. The reason why it's not just strong will, it's the ability to convert voluntarily soul mass into raw energy and being able to project it. So if Armament Haki compresses soul mass into the body, Conqueror's Haki would be releasing soul energy outward. Why Advanced Conqueror's Haki is the equivalent to controlled soul fission is that when people like Luffy or Shanks can create, KOing shockwaves without touching people, it's just their soul mass is vibrating at such a high frequency and releasing microbursts of energy, causing air pressure to detonate around them. Almost like an explosion without combustion. And this would explain stuff like lightning sparks, shockwaves, and even the sky splitting. Why non-Conqueror users can't do this. They don't have access to enough soul mass and the ability to convert it or withstand the recoil from releasing Conqueror's Haki. Their souls aren't dense enough to have greater soul mass density. This also explains the presence of killing intent being something that's physically tangible in One Piece. Characters can pressure enemies by simply nearing them because the mass of their souls distorts the environment like a gravitational presence. Not literally gravity, but the perception of soul density. The reason why Conquerors doesn't kill people is because the mass energy conversion is extremely difficult, but it's not a total. The user releases only fractions of a fraction of their mass. Enough for shockwaves, but not enough to literally cause nuclear fission. The soul replenishes its mass through vitality, ambition, emotional drive, and accumulated experiences. And this fits, Oda's strength comes from desire, not biology. And this is what the critical mass, I think, is talking about.
Nerd, that was amazing. Honestly.
Yeah, it did really, really well on my socials.
Yeah, that is so dope, man. So Haki is essentially soul energy, and you're saying that because it can be used in mass, the way energy sources can be used with mass or correlated to mass, the same way like you get fusion bombs and fission bombs and things.
Exactly.
That's so good. Oh my god. That's so good.
Where Larry at?
I don't know.
Where Larry at?
I don't know, man. He's in Puerto Rico. That's so good.
So basically it's soul, so Conquerors build up this latent soul energy that needs to be stored somewhere, right? Because it's latent energy, right? So it gets stored in their soul. But what's crazy about this is, though, this is the first actual physics literal science in the One Piece world that like follows a law of science in our world,
Right.
which actually blows my mind.
What sparked the thought process? Was it Vegapunk's like soul theory about the
Yes.
weighted? Was it that the spark, or
Yeah.
how did you come to this?
So when 1165 came out and he was talking about that, when Garp and Roger were talking about it, it's like, also it wasn't like exactly lined up, but like, so on my stream on Sundays we watch the One Piece episodes and we're in Egghead, so it was like within the past few weeks, it was like, I was like, oh wait, like,
So once the mask started being used,
yeah, like what's like it's the fact that like, the smartest person in the world like brings up mass, and like probably like the biggest, like this, like it, the way that I read into this, Haki equals MC squared, is like literally the biggest Haki lore drop we've gotten in forever. Because to me, people are thinking it's a type of Haki, and no, it's the law of Haki.
Yeah,
it's the law.
The amount. It's
what Haki follows. It's literally, a tiny amount of mass can be a huge amount of energy. Like these things, like if they released like a critical mass, like seriously, like it'd be over.
So do you think that the splitting of the sky is like inertia? Like is that how it's defined to you then? Like when they split the sky, is it okay?
So like, let's think about like, like Newton's laws, like, like whichever one is like, like you hit someone with a certain amount of, inertia, like it'll be passed on, right? But like when there's a clash of equal, like it's got to go somewhere, right? So like where, and that there's like, yeah.
No, this is great. The theory, you call it Haki equals MC squared, or is there another?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just like Haki equals MC squared. I put it up on my page. It's like, did pretty well for it, but yeah,
no, that's gold, man.
Yeah.
That was gold.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I also like, so like, when I was taking comp sci, like in school, like before I dropped out, but like it was like either comp sci or I was gonna be like I was studying like nuclear physics. So there's like, I have the science background. I just don't know how to study.
That's how you got here, bro.
Yeah, like, but this shit, like, you gotta also understand, like, that shit's like art to me. Like, like stuff like this is like blows my mind. Like like, like the fact that like the reason why the like color of the Supreme King is like knocking people out is because it's the vibrational effect of how fast these tiny molecules are able to be like controlled inside of you and then pushed outwards is just like so dense to people that like it'd be like being on Jupiter or something.
Right.
Like gravitational pull is like 12x,
No, I really like this, man.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Share me with your share me your video that you said you put on the socials. And I'll check it out again because I really like that. I was gonna go back and watch this one when I finished here, just because I think this is great, man. Honestly,
thank you.
This is the first time I've ever enjoyed Science Piece. People have explained science to me in One Piece so many times when they're trying to power scale. This is the first time it's been legit. This is it. This was it.
Well, because like here's the, but like, so like I really do like it, but I'm also like, if this is like how Oda means for Haki to be, like what other things are like you know, like what other like real world science does it follow? Because like, you know, is it just like picking and choosing? And like, do we like that?
Mm-hmm.
Or does like now do like certain
how,
things?
How strictly will he follow the Newton's laws of physics with this now? Right.
Yeah, yeah.
He ain't gonna follow him. I'll tell you that right now. He ain't gonna follow him.
Emu actually has the nuclear bomb fruit, nuclear fruit. It's over for everyone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, also one last thing before I go. So I've been digging into this thing. So like, I think that dragon might be the Shondorian chieftain. In like old, like Welsh and and Chinese, like the name dragon was the clan leader. And in Welsh, there's like two dragons. One that like stayed on the land, and one like almost like Naruto and Sasuke now, you know, and like one that's not necessarily on the land, but is actually the rightful king, the rightful clan leader. And so like his name, I'm like, it could not even it might not even be dragon. That could just be like the
title.
The title of him, like that is what he's like known for. And like it's not like, to me, like, you know, like we know the chieftain looks like Garp, you know.
I'd have to do a little bit more digging on that one.
You're like keep it to the signs, bro.
Listen, I'm the 1% man. I don't know if he might have become that, but wasn't he already called Dragon when he was a Marine? Like he was already Dragon, right? Like that's his name.
But like if he's the rightful like clan leader, you know, yeah, I hear you. I just like, I don't know, like I just am like I don't think he's gonna have a devil fruit. I know everybody hates this, but I think that they like Miss Golden Week's powers come from there. Come from Shandoria. Like she's the one that inks them. She also, so Nolan's pants are the same pants that she wears, and it's the same wrist guard that Usopp wears, which I think is super strange. They're blue stripes. They're really strange. But yeah, anyways, that was my theory, the one that I prepared. I'll send it to you. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was great, man.
Critical mass is not an attack, it's a law.
It's a law. Okay.
It's a law.
Nerd, happy holidays. I hope you have a great
You
night
too, bro.
and a great New Year's. Yeah, man. I hope the channel blows up, bro, in 2026.
Yeah, trying. All right, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Javerse, what's going on, bro?
What's going on?
Yeah, you cracked the top 10, man. I couldn't even believe it when I typed it.
I made it. Somehow.
Yeah, honestly, I probably did Mike dirty by putting you above him with like two weeks worth of modding for the whole year. But Mike owed me money, man. So.
Oh.
He do though. Okay. Anyway, what's going on, bro? No, that theory was fire though. It really was, in my opinion.
Calling out Mike for owing you money on live is crazy.
Listen, bro, he know what he do. He know what he owe. He know why.
I feel like I owe somebody money here.
Love you, Mike. Anyway, I think we got a couple more super chats. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm just one. 2 from Reggie J. It says Roger, no sword versus Garp. Put a poll, please. Seb. Okay. I'll pull up.
I mean, I got my money on Garp. That's his whole bag right there.
I do also have my money on Garp.
I feel like the question should have been swapped. Like, give Garp a sword and have Roger go like barehanded.
Messed the poll up. I forgot to put the names. That's my bad, Reggie J. Is that Larry?
It is Larry.
Yo, you said you was taking a full break, bro.
Can I live?
I'm trying to have you live. You out here jumping back into the Discord, bruh. You supposed to be
Listen,
enjoying
man.
life.
Listen, man. Listen. Blackbeard ain't top 30, bro.
Huh?
What? Very drunk, man. Very drunk. Yo, you missed Nerd's Haki fusion theory, bro. It was fire.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was really good.
Haki fusion?
It was like Haki as an energy source and like being compared to like Newton's laws of physics. And so it was really good. I really liked it.
What a nerd.
Absolutely terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. I hope you're having fun out there, man. You sound like you good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Your dad wilding out yet?
What?
Your pop's wilding out yet?
Yo, he was, bro.
I knew it.
He really was, bro. He always balling out.
I knew it. As long as you're having fun, man. There's some background noise coming from you though, bro. Are you out? Are you like at a function? He probably drunk. He probably at a party. Oh man. All right. Ah, he left. I shouldn't have said anything. Larry always gonna value the stream quality over anything, bro. Every time.
That's a real professional.
Nah, man. Professional wouldn't have been here in the first place. On PTO, pulling up on your day off. Anyway. All right, let's get Reggie J in here because he's been donating like crazy. Reggie, bro. Oh, he deafened. I don't know if he can even hear me for real.
Not at all.
It's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Reggie going once. Reggie going twice. Ah, I gotta drop you, dog. Gotta drop you. All right, let's get Villain in here. Works. How you super chatting but you're not talking, Reggie? What's that? Another 2 from Reggie J. Larry drunk but not lying about Blackbeard. Oh, you definitely waiting for a bit, bro. You gotta sit. You gotta stay in timeout. Villain, you there?
Yo.
What's going on, bro? Thank you for your generosity. I don't know if Chance ever pulled up in here or not. But...
Yeah, I don't know either. I kind of lost it and I stopped paying attention to live chat for real.
Word. Well, how you doing, man? Happy holidays. Hope you're good.
I'm doing all right. My daughter actually got me sick, so I've been out of commission for the past few days. Yeah, right? It's always the kids.
That's tough, bro.
Now I'm doing all right. How about yourself? You have a good Christmas?
Yeah, man. Food was good. Vibe, chilling with the family. I got to see my uncle. I don't get to see him too often. There was some minor beef in the Hurley family, but you know, that's life.
Hey, what's a family get together without a little bit of violence, you know?
Yeah, man. You know, sometimes.
All right. Well, I kind of typed this up. I'm glad that it took so long to get to me because I started this off kind of generic and then kind of built into something.
Is it a theory or what is it?
I mean, yes and no. It's kind of just an ideology. I mean, you guys have talked before about like Haki being really the base of a lot of different power systems that we've seen in One Piece, right?
Okay.
And I kind of devolved into that a little bit using examples, but I'll just read it so that it sounds better.
Okay. What's it called?
I mean, you could Emu eradicating Haki. I don't know. I'm not good at naming things, Seb.
All right, hit me.
All right, it starts off, do you think that Emu is getting rid of races because those races naturally have more powerful users of Haki? Right, we have examples such as like Fishman Karate and the Fishman people. We have Mantra being used by the Sky people and the natural physical buffs the Lunarians have. The sovereignty techniques that were shown by the Giants, and even like Kuma's will surviving in his body with no memories. These are all examples of other races showing their unique powers. Now, we get to places like Wano, a country separated from the world government that is naturally utilizing Haki techniques in Rio because their lifestyles, but not necessarily referring it to the same way. I also think there's a chance that Haki is taught in the Marines, possibly in a wrong way. And the reason we see that is because when Garp takes Aokiji, Kobe, and Helmeppo, they show significant signs in increasing in powers versus what we see in the average person. Yeah, it's really how it is presented right there.
Okay. So your first thought process about Emu targeting specific races because they can utilize Haki in ways that other people can't, or at least access stronger levels of Haki. That was the first.
I guess it's more that it's naturally imbued in the things that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a more natural relationship with Haki, and they show it through these different ways. Like the sovereignty techniques aren't referred to as Haki; they're just thrown attacks, right? Mm-hmm. The Fishman Karate isn't referred to as any kind of Haki, but it is them, enforcing their will essentially on these other items or these other objects and doing that. Mantra is obviously you could call that like a pre-Haki thing, but it's still again Haki. Like a naturally, it's Haki.
So let me ask you this: because your secondary point was about Marines training Haki incorrectly. Would you consider the Rokushiki techniques a Haki ability? Haki type of
yes, and those being the specific ways to utilize it, it kind of seems to limit Haki to me. Because they're very focused on, like, obviously we know of the three bases of Haki being armament, observation, and conquers. But like we don't see those things ever really expanded on, even by, we know vice admirals are all supposed to be able to use Haki. None of them ever seem to develop to a certain point. Like the most interesting way we've ever seen Marines, outside of like Garp being the outlier, used is like the full body Haki we saw from like Virgo, with them trying to expand the knowledge that they are given about Haki.
Okay.
But like then we get guys like Shanks, and this is the like the big why humans are different, because there's so many humans, it's so rare. But the Roger Pirates seem to be like this huge exception to that rule, where we see these characters, obviously like Whitebeard and them being the one-offs in their own crews of like Haki masters. But like Roger has a full-blown conversation with Garp about Haki. Mm-hmm. Like legitimately the first time we've ever seen anyone outside of another Roger Pirate being Rayleigh and Gabon and them having a full intelligent conversation about Haki. We see even Law with his great like experience and stuff like that. His first realization that he could use Haki in a specific way to do something outside of the armament we've seen him use was having watched other people do it. Right? It seems that nobody has like this actual grasp of what Haki is. And then you get to the Rogers and the Garps, and now Shanks utilizing his Haki in such a specific way to observation cancel and shoot it across islands, right? Like there seems to be more in every single way that we see, and we like humans just don't got it.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't have real pushback for what you're saying, because I agree with you. Even to the Rokushiki point about like the way it's utilized and taught, it gives you like a base avenue, but it doesn't allow you to get to the advanced levels, really, right?
Right. Like if that's not how you could use your Haki, you're limiting yourself. Kobe learned Haki, awoken Haki in a way that we would assume most vice admirals learned it, right? They were just in a super stressed out situation and they unlocked it. Just like we saw, we see all the Conqueror's Haki users like Doflamingo and Ace and Luffy, they all unlock it in their stressful moment, but it's how you evolve from that point that doesn't seem to be consistent.
I have another question for you, Tech, with this. So in Aokiji, Kobe, and Garp's case, because you talked about how the Marines are teaching Haki wrong, and then you have these three examples of people that technically went their own route to learn Haki or train their Haki, right?
They went Garp's route. They didn't go their own.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was including Garp, so just going in a different route from what the teachings are normally, right? Do you think the way Garp is training, because technically he's saying don't even use Haki to punch the battleship axe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that training isn't even Haki based. Do you think he's still in some way sparking Haki blooms in that way too? I
want to say yes and no. I think that Garp is doing what is necessary for him as a specific individual.
Okay.
Which is why you don't see other people going about that same. I mean, not to say you don't see them going about that, but you don't see them succeeding at it. I doubt like Aokiji and Kobe were the first people to ever be like, I can do this too, and like try to mimic Garp and it just not work. Aokiji didn't even yield the same results in his Haki, I would assume, if he went the same route that Aokiji did, because he got a devil fruit, he focused on that power, he focused on incorporating things like that. While now you see, I mean, Kobe being another person who lines up with the way that Garp utilizes his Haki. I want to say it's more, it's Garp training with Battleship Bags, Kobe training with Battleship Bags. It's what they needed to do to individually bloom their Haki to what their natural like affinity would be. While somebody like Shanks went more of the observation route, or I guess like the admission route, where he doesn't look like he's punching Battleship Bags. It looks like he's been more focused on being able to use his Haki in a way that efficiently fit him.
Okay.
It's just that humans don't know what their route is,
right?
Because
there needs to be more curated Haki routes for humans.
Yeah,
for
that at least
normal people, like for the non-human people, or at least alluding.
Right. Everybody else has a system that is cohesive to them, or at least an understanding of how they can naturally interact with the world and pursue it. Whilst humans all seem pretty spread out, and then you get to the Roger Pirates, where they're all the ones that seem to be locked into it. Like I hate we've had conversations recently about Garp and them knowing critical mass, and I like, even if like I'm not Garp, I'm sorry, Gavon and them.
Yeah.
Even if like Gavon isn't like a master of critical mass Haki, right? If that's I mean, you guys have had a bunch of critical mass conversations today, which have been super helpful, because I've also been one of those guys that's just kind of like, it sounds cool, but I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna just wait until Luffy says he does it.
Okay. Well, my last question, because I actually love this thought process. My last question is: so you say Emu's eradicating these Haki type these people of these races, or trying to eradicate them because of their natural Haki prowess. Are you under the assumption that Emu is a regular human then?
Yes, yeah, 100%. Well, initially, I'm under the idea that he was. I don't know what he is now. If there's a change, or if there's the immortality thing, or something has happened to Emu that's obviously shifted it. But my whole theory on like the mural is that in the mural that says "Man killed God," or "Man killed the sun and became God." I think that's Emu.
Okay.
I think that is the transition into the second world, because we obviously know that Joy Boy lost, and I feel like that's the transition there. And I do like the idea that he was a man at one point. It just makes him seem like a more interesting character, I guess.
Okay. No, I rock with all of that, man. Villain, you came very well prepared, and that was really interesting conversation. Larry, you want to jump off mute? I don't know if you have something for this.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask.
Drunken PR.
What up, Villain?
Yo, it's good, G.
It's good, man. I hope you're doing well, bro.
I'm sick. You sound better than me.
Yo, one question. How can Emu stop leakage, though?
Oh, Jesus, brother. Take that up with your boy, man. Look, I don't know if anybody can stop leakage nowadays. Cat being fleet admirals. Look, leakage might be the way. That's what. Nah, see what you're thinking though. That's why Emu's so scared. Imagine what leakage can do to somebody. You know. Emu is terrified of leakage, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
He's committing genocides in order to prevent leakage.
Larry's so petty, bro. I can't. Oh man. Billy, that was great. It really was, man. Back to back, really, really good calls, man.
I'm glad. Yeah, it's been Haki talk. I had another question. It was about the covenants. I don't want to. I mean, you got time? I don't want to.
Not really.
I can make it quick. Oh yeah.
Yeah, make it quick. I just got a couple more people I got to get in here. Yeah, make it quick.
All right, cool. I won't read that. Do you think that Oda is using the way that the covenants have been described to us as like a cop out for how to redeem some of the Holy Knights? And obviously the prime example was going to be Gunko. Like the way we saw that Harold was like taking over, saying he didn't know his thoughts were his own thoughts, and then he starts being like, yes, Emu's the greatest or whatever. Do you think that he's going to use that for anybody besides Gunko as like this character was just secretly thing? Because I'm afraid that it's going to be Shamrock, and that he's going to use that to kill Shamrock, so he doesn't actually have to kill Shanks. Because that's the type of person that Oda is.
I get the fear. 100% understand the fear. I don't think it's the case though. I think it'll be Gunko, obviously Harold, whatever, but I don't think we're gonna get a lot of that. Like, I don't think we get like 3-4 examples of people that were actually decent people that got manipulated and tricked or whatever. I think most of the God's Knights are people who wanted to be God's Knights, and I think if we get more,
because they were celestial dragons, right? Like that's the a lot of people were doing the whole like the Gorosei were Joy Boy's crew thing, and like it sounds like a cool idea, but the bad guys be bad guys.
Yeah, Oda's 9 times out of 10 he wants his bad guys to be bad. Like they're villain. The villains enjoy being villains. Even. Granted, we have some slight nods to the opposite for some Gorosei members at times. It did seem as though who was that?
Just like the hesitation in conversations.
Yeah.
You mean like especially like the O'Hara thing. Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I just feel like they'd be surprised sometimes that Emu be saying shit.
But
because they don't match up.
They still lean in too heavily into the dark side, willingly, in my opinion. So
yeah, too many bad things have happened, and y'all just been cool with it.
Like Emu not manipulating Saturn to do tests on Bonnie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he just did that. Like that wasn't a thing he was trying. Like, you know what I mean? Not on Ginny. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't an Emu controlled me and the Covenant. Nah, bro, you wanted to do that and you did that. So
I'm with it. Look, yeah, I mean, besides the rare that get recruited, and obviously Gunko, whatever her kidnap story is. I mean, all of the Holy Knights seem to have come from Celestial Dragon families, and if you look at the normal Celestial Dragons, they kind of suck anyway. They don't have any covenants. So.
Yeah, I will say, I still think Shamrock is just going to be evil. Garling is just going to be evil. It won't be like we're actually good and we got manipulated. Nah, bro. I was grimy. I was terrible people.
Oh, also, I think this kind of gets rid of the whole like. I mean, I think you had the theory. The Figurelin is going to try to take over or like betray Emu. I feel like we kind of got rid of that with how loyal everybody is, or at least the Covenants stop you from being disloyal.
Yeah, I think that was a Larry theory, but I liked it. But yeah, I don't think it's possible now.
Yeah, especially not with the Covenant. Like if you have the higher level Covenant, you're screwed. You definitely aren't switching up on Emu anytime soon.
Yeah.
But I'll let you get to other calls.
Yeah, Villain, have a good night, man. I hope you feel better. Happy holidays to you and your fam, the dogs, and your daughter, man, for sure.
Appreciate it. Oh, my kids, she's on like episode like 2. She's in the middle of Ennis Lobby right now. They've already stormed Ennis Lobby. She's having a great time right now.
Peak piece. Look at her.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. She don't even know. She doesn't even know, bro. She's not ready for the marry. I feel so bad.
You got her watching dub or sub, though?
We switch back and forth. She likes the dub because she doesn't have to pay attention as much. But like sometimes I just be like, the voices are better, and she'd be listening to me. One Piece is one of those things where I'm like a sub only kind of guy. Like I really don't care most of the time.
Yeah.
But it's just not an anime where I can listen to that voice.
Yeah, I'm a sub over dub for One Piece kind of guy myself too. That's why I asked, man. But as long as she's into it.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the goal, right? That's why I don't care if she listens to it in English.
Yeah. Right.
All right, boys. Night, yeah, y'all be easy. You as well.
All right. We did a couple more super chats. We got 5 from Madara Uyas? I don't know. It says, "Hey guys, I have a Blackbeard theory about the Yami and his lineage. Who are you in the Discord? Is it the same? I don't see that same name. I don't know. Let me know who you are in the Discord. We can get you up in here, man." Another 2 from Reggie J. "I was stuck in the den. I don't know why I didn't get dragged up. I dragged you up. You just didn't say anything. You was still on me. We'll see." We got 20 from the TOPT podcast. It says, "Sebastian used to flex in the bathroom mirror with the door cracked. Had me activated. Hashtag you look good." I won't lie to y'all. That did happen. That moment did happen in real life, and I was mad embarrassed. Yeah, I can't deny it. Larry donated it to reveal one of my deepest secrets, but I won't lie to y'all. I was flexing in the bathroom mirror. Larry caught me. It was embarrassing, but it was funny. Another 2 from Reggie J. "Leakage over everything." Oh man, another 2 from Reggie. It says, "DR is Sebi's Ennie's lobby." What? What you mean? Let's get Reggie in here, man. Reggie, let's try this again, bro. There we go.
Man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, man. What's going on? Happy holidays.
Thank you, appreciate it. What you call it? I don't know if you remember my rant about Zoro, because I know y'all not fond of it versus Mihawk and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Wait, were you the one saying Zoro was gonna die? Was that you?
Oh, that one? No, that's not. No, that I was listening to that. He was after me, I think. Hey,
Okay.
that's not happening.
Okay.
That is not happening, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Basically, I know you're gonna go disagree with me, but you know the fact that Mihawk doesn't have conquerors, he took the time to train Zoro after he swallowed his pride and everything to, you feel me, out, and Zoro just finding out he has conquerors.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know he's getting stronger, him and Luffy. So, do y'all really think? Like, I think how I'm gonna rephrase the question. How far or close do y'all think the gap is between Mihawk and Zoro right now? Especially that he's under Buggy. I'm sorry. You feel me? But maybe my captain. But I don't know. What's up?
The gap between Mihawk and Zoro right now. I still think there's a decent amount of levels here, that need to be overcome. Right. In our top 30 list, I had Zoro at like a 90. I had Mihawk at like a 95. So that's still like 5 levels. But I think the way One Piece works, Zoro can hit 2-3 levels in one arc. Like by the end of Elbaf, I think he'll probably be a 93. You know what I'm saying? And then by the end of the next arc, he'll probably be a 95, which would get him right there where Mihawk needs to be back for Mihawk. So it's far, right? But it's not too far. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still just a couple arcs away.
Basically, it's like, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
So like Zoro's basically like he's not really like basically the speed that we're thinking is not that. It's like slowly getting there. Even though Mihawk's not going nowhere. Like he's still at that high level. Zoro just slowly creeping up, basically.
Okay.
No, I'm asking, my fault.
No, yeah, he's basically slowly creeping up. He's honestly rapidly creeping up. Based off how long they've been actually doing this, like Zoro's only been back pirating for what, a couple months now? And he's like, if I had to guess, he probably entered the new world at like a 75 and he's at a 90. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, I mean, that's a rough estimate, but you get what I'm saying?
It is. Mm-hmm. And it's we gotta see more of him with the conquerors. Not that he know, even though he, I guess, using it on accident. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Just the Zoro slander, it be there. But you know, I got combated that, the Naruto hate, all that. You feel me? But respect it. But
Larry, you jumped up here and jumped off mute. Do you have something for Reggie?
Guy.
Maybe not. He might not be in a position to talk.
Yeah, he's tipsy.
But, wait, you were waiting for me to talk?
Yeah, you jumped up. I assumed you had something to say.
Oh yeah, I had something. A little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, the difference between Mihawk and Zoro at this point, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Because Mihawk stated that becoming the Pirate King was a more perilous path than his own, it solidified that he's actually a step under the Pirate King, no matter what, right? And granted, Zoro's goal is not to become the Pirate King, but the Pirate King also isn't the highest grade of like accomplishment within a show, because you don't need to be the Pirate King in order to defeat Emu. You have to be more than Pirate King in order to defeat Emu. So in my opinion, I think Zoro will be around Pirate King level by the end of the series, and Luffy will be around Emu's level by the end of the series. So in my case, I think he's actually a lot closer than we believe. Much closer.
Thank you. I agree.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
Right. I got a little side note, but I don't know if y'all got anything else to say about that.
What is it?
Dude, that was a real Nika. People don't want to say it. They talk about the other side like he anti, you know what I'm saying, against us. He not like us.
Oh,
you feel
Zoro?
Me?
It's all jokes, man. Zoro
bag, bro.
Zoro ain't
No,
like
it's jokes. Yeah. Come on, babe. Yeah. And Larry, my homo don't like that pedophile thing with Sanji, but that's another topic.
Oh my god. Listen, Listen, guys,
That's another topic. Don't worry about it.
do me a favor. Don't ever
Yeah.
say words like that on my live streams. That's how we get
Ooh.
demonetized. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I meant pedicure. My fault.
It's
Go
all
ahead.
good, Rich.
Medicaid.
Oh man.
I'm gonna log off. Yeah. I think we're waiting. I'm
Just
sorry.
say PDF going forward. But I appreciate you, man. You've been donating like crazy recently. I'm hoping you having a wonderful holiday season. Have a happy New Year to you and yours, and be safe out there. All right.
MC, I respect, love y'all content, and keep it up.
Thank you, man.
There.
Yeah, I got a while with them P words, man. Good luck. Yeah, I can't. Tweak it, man. Tweak it. We did get a couple more super chats in here. We got 10 months at Knock Status from Doug Missy. It says Larry D Gaslight theme song is It Wasn't Me from Shaggy. Another 2 from Peepy McGee. How wild can I get on a call? Question mark. Hashtag Magellan Love. I mean, Peepy, you've been here a while, bro. You know what you can and can't do, bro. So be respectful, be mindful of that. We got another 2 from Madura US. I hope I'm saying that right. My name on Discord is ISY Soul 99. Okay. Yeah, I think I dragged you up in here. So thank you. And then another 2 from Villain. It says last 2 supers. Y'all need 5 to get in here. Here you go. Hashtag leakage talk. Hashtag everybody's 100. Hashtag hockey chucking. All right, cool. So we got some people that can get in here based off of Villain. I have a hard stop, but I'm getting kind of tired, and I got some stuff I do have to do. So I'm gonna try to get these calls in relatively quickly. I know Mello's been waiting for a while. Let's get Mello in here. Mello, talk to me, man.
Yo, hello?
How's it going, man?
Hey, man. Alright, so I don't have any theory or anything. I'm more of like a take.
Okay.
I kind of want to talk about. My take is that Luffy versus Katakuri is the greatest fight in One Piece, like in the series.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to know if y'all agree with that or disagree, or what you guys think is better.
The greatest fight in One Piece.
Yeah.
See, I still have Luffy versus Lucci as my greatest fight in One Piece history, but that's because I felt more for the stakes felt higher. If that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the stakes just felt higher to me. The story was more tight and concise and better surrounding the fight itself. I think as great as Luffy versus Cat was, I do detract from it a little bit just because Luffy was able to like close his eyes mid-fight and like level up and like gain some ability versus like the real raw emotion of what was happening in the Luffy versus Katakuri fight. Luffy versus Lucci fight. So to me, I'll probably always have Luffy versus Lucci as top 1. I can see the argument for Cat though. It was an amazing fight. It was a little long, but
yeah, I feel like the reason it was long was just at that point of One Piece we were getting such long fights, like Luffy versus Doffy took a while. The Luffy versus Cat and everything else. Those fights were long, but I'm just thinking like both choreography wise and when it comes to like similarity between the Cat fight and the Lucci fight, I feel like they're the most, or I would say the Luffy versus Lucci is most similar because of the stakes and the reasoning for the fight. Like it was more about trying to get away, trying to get someone and get away, or run away, which was happening both in Enies Lobby and Whole Cake. They were just trying to run away. But because the reason I think it's the greatest fight is also because of Katakuri as a character. The way he was moving, the way they were talking, I feel like they, in the fight, Luffy and Katakuri were so in sync with each other. They knew each other, what both of their goals were. They knew what to do. The Conquerors battle, they knew exactly when to do it. The respect between each other, all the way to the end of how Katakuri said, like, kind of respected Luffy, how they both respected each other, with Luffy putting the hat over his face and Cat saying...
I would even agree that the story of the fight enhances Luffy versus Katakuri more so than Luffy versus Lucci does. But I do think that the story surrounding the fight was better for Luffy versus Lucci. I will say, as a minor knock that I kind of have on Luffy versus Cat, I know I mentioned the him closing his eyes and getting stronger thing, or training. I think Oda could have did a more interesting job with the cerebral of two people who are seeing into the future fighting one another at the same time. I thought we had an opportunity to really kind of see Future Sight in a new light or a better light or like a more, I don't know, cerebral way that we kind of just didn't.
Yeah.
But that's just a minor nitpick for me. I always thought that, like, yo, if we're having two Future Sight users and like they're really looking into the future and see, like, we should have seen even more of that in the fight versus them kind of ended up like calling out each other's attacks and calling out what each other was going to say before they said it, which was cool in the story in the moment. I just kind of wanted to see a little bit more like back and forth visual of it, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the whole fight itself, I mean, it was all to do with observation Haki. I feel like that was the main focus, obviously. But then that's also some that I was thinking about. It's like kind of after that, I feel like Future Sight wasn't really used as often.
Yeah.
So I think that's also part of the reason. It's just, or not used as often, but talked about. It's not talked about enough. I mean, it was with Shanks versus Kid, but it's never really, developed as much, which is...
It's definitely taken a back seat since that fight.
Yeah, it has. But I don't know, I just love Katakuri, I guess. But it's not even about that. It's just, I don't know. That
no, it's a great fight. I think it's honor. It's worthy of having the conversation. I just don't agree with you.
No, I get it. I feel like no, I get that. I feel like everyone loves Luffy versus Lucci. I mean, just back then, I think it's just Eni's lobby as a whole.
It's the nostalgia. It's the nostalgia.
It's the nostalgia. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's all that.
What?
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I would have had a theory, but I actually kind of wanted to talk about what you were talking about yesterday. But you kind of just mentioned it all about the Doflamingo thing.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to talk about that, but then I heard you talking about it, and I was like, oh shit.
My bad.
Oh no. Nah, it's all good. I really like that, by the way. I thought it was great.
Thank you. I probably could have got more in there, but this was
nah, it was perfect. That was really good. But yeah, thank you for having me on, man. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too, man. Definitely talk again soon.
Yeah. See you, man. Peace.
All right. I'm gonna try to speed run through some of these, man. We got another super chat from Villain. It says, "What's your favorite One Piece world fun fact?" That is it. Urogi. I don't know how to say his name. That he likes to visit brothels. I always thought that was hilarious to me. That Oda would go out of his way to say that this dude is out here paying for box. Kind of crazy. Like, why he say that? I don't know. I always thought that was funny. Next up, let's get Nomad Sherm in here. Sherm, you there? Sherm going once. Sherm going twice. Sherm, you've been here a minute, man. I don't want to drop you, bro. Drop him and put him back. Hold on. Sherm? Ah, man. All right, ping me. Oh, there you go. All right, man. I almost gave up on you, bro. How's it going? We had him for a second.
Hello?
There we go. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Chilling, man. Happy holidays. Glad to have you.
Good. How are you all?
Are you coming in choppy now? I can't hear you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. What I want to talk about today is a little thing I've been trying to push in the community for a little minute now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I wanted to ask you a question about about your thoughts on
Sherm, we lost you.
Destroy Lelouch.
Say that again. Our thoughts on what?
Your thoughts destroy Lelouch Kingdom.
On Emu destroying the Lucia Kingdom?
No, I want to know on what do you think destroyed?
Oh, what do I think it was that destroyed it? Yeah, you're coming in choppy. I can't hear you clearly.
Oh, hold on. Let me take.
Talk again?
Chit.
Keep talking. Yeah, sure. I can't hear you, man.
Oh man, no. How you though? How you? What about now?
Talk again? Ah, Sherm, I think you're cooked, bro. Went to broadcasting school. They gave me lectures about dead air, bro. I don't know how long I can run this. Sorry, Sherm. Sorry. Damn, man. I genuinely feel bad. It looked like he was about to cook. Right. Let's get Euphemus in here. Euphemus, you there?
Yo,
what's going on, man?
you can hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I was on mute, man. My fault. But now, no, you got. I always catch you when it's late, brother. My fault, man. I called last week. Got my first time calling, but you had to go. Oh, let me pause the TV. But luckily, right, I ain't got no theory for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? I just came to really kick the toilet with y'all real quick, show some love. You know what I'm saying? But there was a couple things I wanted to address. I be hating I don't catch Larry though. That'd be the man I really be wanting to holler at. But you know, it's cool. You know, I got you. You my favorite on the show anyway.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure. So first thing, you know, I'm the ranter. You know, I gotta call y'all out. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday, this is where we're gonna start at. Yesterday, y'all was on y'all Monday stream, and I ain't gonna lie, it was a couple of things I had to address. That the talk about Aang. Let's start there. You said Aang. Hold on. One of y'all said he stops at Dawes Bones. I think that was Larry.
That was Larry.
I think you said Magellan.
I said Magellan, yeah. No, I said he would beat Magellan.
Yeah, he would beat Magellan. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. As far as my idea of Avatar and comparing it to One Piece, me and my friends do these anime battles all the time, and we try to at least reason, like we try to find a middle ground. So my thing is this: how do y'all feel about like the Avatar state and what it actually is?
So, to me, the Avatar state is Aang's most powerful state, but it's also his most vulnerable. Obviously, like if he dies there,
right,
it erases the Avatar system as we know it. Right, ends the Avatar cycle. But it makes him almost all powerful. Right, like you saw him versus Ozai. That was an enhanced Fire Lord Ozai with the Sozin's Common and everything. And that man put the paws on him. He had him running scared. So that's one of the strongest benders of that era that a 12-year-old Aang was able to walk through, essentially, once he was in the Avatar state.
Right, because we did say Kid Aang. We did say Kid Aang. I
Kid.
remember I was listening. I was listening.
So,
see, because this is my thing about that. Oh, my fault. Go ahead. Oh, because my thing about that is like to reach the Avatar state, you have to have like such an interconnection with your chi, right? And we're crossing animes here, right? And in One Piece, they don't have chi, they don't have nin, they don't have chakra. You know what I mean? They have haki. But if we're gonna cross worlds, I would kind of look at all those as equal. You know, haki is the nin of 100 and so forth and so on. So when I look at the Avatar state, this is somebody who has full embodiment of his haki. And in their world, they have 4 elements, but we captured 3 as far as our powers when we talking haki in One Piece. You know what I mean? So we can just equate those. But he has the full embodiment, understanding. His chi is so aligned. Like I would almost equate that to a Joy Boy level of Haki, like when we seen with that Haki knot. You know, if he was to really unleash power in the One Piece world, you see what I'm saying? Let's really take, you see what I'm saying? Let's really take that and put that in the One Piece world. How does his Haki translate over there? You know what I mean? I would have him so much more higher scale than like a Magellan or at least a Dodge Bones was ridiculous. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah. No, I feel you. My issue with scaling Aang so high in the One Piece verse is partially the durability. Right, Lawrence mentioned it.
Right.
Like, is he surviving what One Piece characters can survive? Like, Odin's not a top tier, but he can boil for an hour plus. You know what I mean? Aang can't do that.
Yeah.
He'd have to access the Avatar state to attempt to do something like that. He'd have to use his abilities to protect himself from something like that. People in One Piece are significantly more durable than the average person, and in Aang's world, he's not any more durable than the average person. He gets struck by lightning, he could die. Like, you know what I'm saying? When people like Usopp would survive that technically. So I do give demerits for the tanking ability that probably isn't going to cross over for Aang.
Yeah.
As far as offensive firepower, as far as offensive firepower and AP, I look at it more as how do I say this? So the Avatar state allows Aang to be in a position or be in a state that allows him to compete with some borderline top tiers in One Piece. But to me, put it this way, the Avatar state itself, as special as it makes Aang, doesn't make him more dangerous than what we're seeing from a Kaido. You know what I'm saying? What we're seeing from a Big Mom. What we're seeing from a Whitebeard. So, like, from even an Admiral and an Akainu, like, he's going to be dangerous. He's going to be a threat to deal with, especially Kid Aang. But, like, those people are walking monstrosities, walking calamities, as it were. And they're just much more durable. And they probably hit significantly harder on average. Aang has the ability to manipulate situations to benefit him. And if he's not fighting a top tier, he can probably do a lot of work. That's why I said Magellan, because he's about as high as you can go without real Haki damage being output, real, like, one-hitter quitter abilities. And even Magellan does have that. I gave Aang the benefit of the doubt because he can probably bend the venom or the poison. But, like, if you're fighting the top tiers, right, who can fight for 10 days on end. Yeah. Well,
because morally he wouldn't do that, right? Right.
Yeah,
we all know that.
One, morally he wouldn't, and two, can Kid Aang bloodbend?
No, he's actually never done it in the show. But it's
it's argued that
go ahead.
It is argued that what Aang does when he takes away people's bending is a form of bloodbending, because technically Amon was able to take people's bending away, and he was just bloodbending, right? So that's LOK conversation for another day, I guess. But I don't know. To me, Aang go hard. I don't know if I'm putting him. Is he beating admirals, man? Aang fighting Kizaru. You got Aang?
Well,
based on what you said, you scaling in the joy.
That's a good one.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a good one. Now, I mean, you're right, because that's a good one, because the fastest thing we've seen him do was dodge lightning from Azula, and even so far as redirected. But light is faster than lightning.
Yeah, and it's like Kizaru not a top tier in the verse that he's in. So even you know what I mean? Like he's as high as you can get without being the top, but he's not.
I think that's where he loses. I'll give you that. If he beats Magellan, I think like an Admiral is probably where I could see the argument for it. I probably still think he can win it, but I could see the argument for saying like Admiral is probably where he stops at. I could see the argument.
Yeah. So yeah, I had said he would beat Magellan. I said that's about where he stops. I basically thought he would clear probably every. I don't want to say clear, but he beats the YC commanders, like the first commanders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But adult Aang is another conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Aang,
For sure.
You know what I mean? Now we in it. Now we talking the Yonkos and the Joy Boys of the world. He could probably go see about Imu if need be. But that's just because how I scale adult Aang and the mastery of the Avatar state. You know, and if we're
by that time, he fully has it mastered by that time.
And if we're gonna do verse equalization where chakras and ki and everything is Haki, then can he take away Devil Fruit abilities? Can he take away Haki?
I was going to ask you that. I was
saying?
going, but I did. I was going to. Are we going to? Because that's how me and my friends we will be arguing, for days talking about this stuff. But man, but I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm gonna get to my next point. I got a couple topics. I know some people that want to talk.
Rapid fire, man. I gotta wrap up soon.
Oh, yeah, okay. Bleach, man. You need to go check out Bleach.
Do I really?
Yeah, you need to go run it back, man. It's my favorite out of the big three, man. And I just what I think. I don't know. The perspective might be a little changed if I say this. When you said he was lazy, I don't know if he was trolling or what, but it's like you gotta understand this is just a different take. I don't necessarily look at him as lazy, but more like unenthused. Because you gotta understand, like us as everyday people, like, what if somebody just told you tomorrow, said, like, yo, you gotta save the world. You know what I mean? They just drop this load on you, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't want to. Yeah, pause. Make sure we come back to that. No, you're great. No, that was amazing because about 8 calls ago, you had a dude call in and he was like, "Yeah, man, I got 2 theories, man. One's long, one's short, man. Which one do you want first?" And you was like, "Oh man, give me the short one." And I was like, Seb's gonna pause that. Seb's gonna pause that, but you didn't pause it. And then you catch me. It's crazy.
Sometimes I don't track them, man. All about.
I was tripping off that one, man. Then I get caught. That's crazy. But as far as like I was saying, being lazy though, it's like he could be more like enthusiastic about his powers and stuff. I would have thought that was cool, but like I said, everybody doesn't want that role, and I feel like it's more relatable. Especially like when Bleach came out, I was kind of like middle school, high school. He was kind of at that relatable age where it's kind of like responsibilities. Oh man, I'm like trying to do all that. It kind of hit more. You know what I mean? With him having, it's like now you are the guy. Hey, no, this is your role. This is your destined for. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like giving it that perspective, you might like it a little better. And I ain't gonna lie, the fight scenes in Bleach is so hard. But my other one was it was a question for you actually specific.
Okay.
A couple shows ago we was talking and you had said the only people that are confirmed Conqueror Haki people, as far as the new generation, was Kid, Luffy, and I forgot the last person. I can't think right now. I'm rushing. Somebody. But long story short, my question was to you was, all right, once we get a breakdown, right, of what Conqueror Haki is from the author, i.e. Oda, right? Do we always have to wait for a SBS or like a author confirmation to say somebody has Conqueror's Haki? We can't use the illustration from after being explained what Conqueror Haki is from the author to use, like, to go forward. Like my main question to you would be like, does anybody not really pass the eye test to you? Because I mean, in that Blackbeard versus Law, Blackbeard versus Law fight, I really couldn't explain what Blackbeard was doing if we're not going to call that Conqueror's Haki. Like, what's all that black light and red light? That was none of that. That wasn't armament. That wasn't observation. Like, what do we call that? Do we really have to wait for Oda to come out and say, "Hey, yeah, Blackbeard's a conqueror," before we give people the eye test?
Me personally, no. Like, I'm willing to. The second Loki appeared on screen, I saw he said he was a Conqueror's Haki user. You know what I'm saying? The second Luffy sensed him, I said, "Oh, that dude's gonna be a Conqueror's Haki user." I've always assumed Blackbeard was. I'm a big believer that Sanji will be one. He just hasn't unlocked it yet or showcased it yet. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I have the same expectation of Garling and Shanks. And Shamrock. I have the same expectation of Akainu. So I've never been I need to see it. But I've also never been I'm dying on hills about people who haven't shown me Conqueror's Haki yet. They gonna show it when they show it. Like, I thought Garp was a Conqueror the whole time just because he was a Roger rival and one of the most famous Marine in the history of mankind. He just never showed us any Conquerors like activities or spirit for real. So people were skeptical. But I was like, when it's time for Garp to showcase he's a Conqueror's Haki user, he'll do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the same belief with the Blackbeards, with the Sanjis, with etc. Like going for Akainu, etc. I name these people, but to me, I don't need the confirmations. I get why people do, because I think too many people get put in the Conquerors Haki conversation at times. And even advanced Conquerors Haki conversation sometimes, where people are like, yo, like I've heard Shiryu's a Conquerors Haki user before. And I'm like, why? Like what is why would
where's
we
the
think
evidence?
that? Yeah,
Where's the
why would
evidence
we
to
think
support
that?
that?
So, I've heard Jinbei's a Conquerors Haki user before. And why? Why are we thinking that? There's a lot of people with strong wills that are out here in One Piece that aren't Conquerors Haki users. And then
Right. I don't think strong will constitutes just conquerors hockey. I think that's another level of another level. Yeah. Okay. I just always wondered your take on that, because like I said, it was a couple episodes ago I heard you say that, and I was like, well, I wonder how he feels about people that with the eye test or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fine.
And I'm wrapping up, man. Oh, my fault. Go ahead. I'm just trying to rush through. I know you rushing and shit. Part my language. I know you rushing too though. But two theories, man. Two theories I'm cooking up. You're not gonna like them. I know it. But I just wanted to share them with you just a little bit. Just throw a little ballpark out there. How do you feel about Aokiji being some related to Blackbeard?
Like related via lineage? Like he's a Davy clan member?
Yeah. I think there's such a connection there. I can't. I'm putting it together, man. Give me like another week or two. I'm gonna catch one of these crawling streams.
I'm very curious on that one, because those are two of my favorite characters in the series.
Man, mine too, bro. That's why bro. Pause, but that's why I like you, bro. Because we got a lot of the same favorite characters, bro. Me, Sanji, that's my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, yeah, me and said, that's my bro. That's my bro right there.
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah. Work on that and call again, because I'm very curious as how you're gonna tie those two together. I have never heard anybody say that one. That's pretty cool. I know they both their hair is similar. They both got similar skin tones, but
yeah, cause man, I'll be on the Viva cards a lot, man, and I'll be reading into people, just everything, and they got the same blood type. That was what started this. I'm just gonna give you what started this. They had the same blood type on their Viva card, and I just thought that was so funny, And then I'm looking at them on screen, because I'm an anime watcher. I just started really reading the manga, but I'm caught up now, but I was I'm just looking at them like, man, what if there's something there? And that conversation at the bar questioned me a lot. Like like some part of the day, I'm going to sit here and think about what did Blackbeard and Aokiji talk about in that bar. But I'm cooking it up, man. I'm cooking it up. And my last one. This is something me and my man's kind of had. He kind of brought it up to me, but it was something we were just kind of throwing back and forth for each other, pause. But when you're looking at the mural, right? When you're looking at the mural. And he might even call in and talk about this later on, man. His name is T-Rod. That's my homeboy, man. We be
okay. He in there
speculating together on this. See, I don't want to spoil it then, but man, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about it, but because he might say it. But we was just looking at the mural, and like I said, he brought it to my attention. But he was wondering, like, and I'm asking you, but what tree do you think is depicted in the mural? The Adam tree or the Eve tree? The one in Elbaf?
If I had to guess, I think it's the Eve tree.
Okay.
Which tree is in Elbaf? Eve or Adam?
Adam. The Adam tree is in Elbaf.
If I had to guess, the tree that's in there is the one that's spewing from Fishman Island. The
Eve tree. He does too. He does too. He thinks it's the Eve. I think it's the Adam. But we're cooking something up now. But like I said, I'm gonna let you go, man. I know it's other people calling, man. But man, appreciate your time, brother. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your time, man. I'm out, always welcome to be here. And like I said, I'll call in next week, man. Hopefully I got that theory cooked up for you.
Please do, man. I'm excited. And I'm curious to see about the tree stuff too. So we'll get to it.
Oh yeah, like I said, he if he's in here, he's probably gonna talk about it. Yeah, that's my homeboy. We out here in Memphis, man.
Okay. I ain't never been to Memphis, man.
Oh man, pull up, man. Yeah, pull up. Yeah, come check me out for sure.
All right. Have a good night and happy holidays.
All right, now, brother. Hey, you do the same, bro. Happy New Year to you.
All right. That's interesting, man. That was interesting. Which tree is in the mural? All right. Let's get ISY Soul in here. Soul, you there? Hello? Soul, you there?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome.
Hello. So I know y'all don't like having Blackbeard having like a mythic fruit, but all the signs keep on pointing to him, to the Yami being being like a mythical devil fruit.
Okay.
So
like a mythical Zoan fruit?
Yeah, a mythical Zoan fruit.
Okay.
So I was reading on Reddit was one time, and then like all the pieces were connecting for this one theory, so I just added on top of it. It was the Yami is actually the devil fruit of the Kraken.
Okay.
This points to his powers that he actively uses, and also his lineage that he is right now. The lineage of the Davy clan. So we're gonna start off with this Davy clan lineage. Davy clan is normally depicted as like in like a lot of media is depicted like as a fishman, half like octopus, half man, stuff like that, kind of like the Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
And then Oda loves doing symbolism in his things. Whenever you look at like the post time skip Blackbeard, his beard is always like divided, like kind of like the tentacles of like an octopus, kind of like the tentacles of the octopus. And him and Rocks, they both have immense strength compared to normal humans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Compared to normal humans, which is basically like the fishmen, they have 10 times the strength of a normal human.
Mm-hmm.
And then now onto his powers. So the Kraken is a Norse mythology creature. Inherently, it has immense strength. Is known as the creature of the abyss. So basically, I'm comparing like the abyss to like his darkness fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And it drags ships into the deep ocean, which can be shown in his powers. Basically, like his gravitational pull can be like as him driving driving the ships into it, or driving basically the devil fruits into it. And since we've been discussing that devil fruits are from people's beliefs, it could be like people are scared of the ocean. Mainly devil fruit users are scared of the ocean and the ocean's powers. That's how he can nullify devil fruit. That's how he can nullify devil fruit powers and stuff like that. And then Krakens do have 3 hearts, so that's how he can use the Gura. Yeah.
Okay. I remember Revel, the One Piece YouTuber, made this a very popular theory a while ago about the Blackbeard having the Kraken fruit. You're saying that the Yami itself is actually the Kraken fruit, and not that he has a third fruit that's the Kraken fruit, right? If I'm understanding this correctly, like the Kraken would be the awakened version of the Yami, I guess,
yeah,
or he'd access it that way.
Yes.
Okay.
Since the Yami is not a really known fruit until Blackbeard had it, because like almost everyone on the Whitebeard didn't know what the Yami was except for Blackbeard. He knew almost exactly what the Yami was, but most people didn't know what the Yami was. So it's kind of like that same thing as the Gum fruit, as the Yami fruit.
Okay. I like that thought process better than him just having a hidden third devil fruit this whole time. I don't know if I like it. I know I like it better than the original thought process. I do like the correlation you're making about the fact that the Kraken has these abilities or would be able to do these things, and this is just the Yami's like interpretation of them in a way. But I think that's a little convoluted. Like if somebody was to think up this devil fruit, they would think it up in this way. I guess the fact that Luffy's devil fruit starts up as a rubbery fruit and then turns into what it becomes is more proof positive to that. But I just don't know how consistently we get that, right, in the story. I don't know. I can't say it's impossible, right? I don't know. I don't know. Now it's got me thinking. And you said that Krakens have multiple hearts, right? So that's why that was your reason as to why he would be able to eat multiple devil fruits.
And also the nullification of the power and stuff like that. So. And then I feel like he would awaken it closer to the end fights, because so kind of like maybe not against the Luffy fight, because then he would have to have an already pre-established awakened fruit against the Luffy fight. I feel like he would need that. So it might be against like a Shanks, might be like against like a Shanks, like he has to awaken this fruit in order to against Shanks in order to keep up with Luffy and Emu and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, you ain't convinced me, but I do like it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Well, thank you for calling in. I know I'm trying to rap a little bit, but that was a really dope one. That was a different thought process on an existing theory, but I like your take on it a little bit more, for sure. I know you donated to get yourself in here, but if you want a consistent or guaranteed spot in the call-in streams and streams that we do like these, become a Warlord or higher member on the Discord tier, and then you'll have a spot for you no matter what.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. Have a good night and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Oh, snap. Almost got shanked him out of here. That's an interesting little theory. We got another couple super chats. 2 from Villain. It says, Adult Aang is Admiral level. I agree. And then another 5 from Villain to Juice. Seb, have you seen the picture of Blackbeard posted up in front of the Celestial Dragon strung up? I posted in Discord a few times. Yes, I have. They're on like crosses and stuff, right? I love it. I love it. It would be nice to see that. And then Reggie J, tell bro from Memphis to let us get Ja Morant with crying and laughing emojis. Heat/Lakers. You can't be a Heat and Lakers fan, man. Can't do that. You gotta pick one. All right, don't say you're a Bron fan. Don't do that. Because then where's the Cavs at? Why you don't want to go to the Cavs? Yeah. Don't do that, Reggie. Don't be that guy. Pick a squad and suffer through it like I have. I'm a Knicks fan. When the Knicks win that chip, it's going to be the greatest feeling of all time because I stuck through all the BS, man. I wasn't switching up and having multiple teams. Okay? All right. Let's get PP McGee in here. PP, bruh. Talk to me. You've been waiting a while. You talk about you're gonna be wild in here. Keep it PG a little bit, okay?
No, not wild like that. But first things first, he's not beating Magellan, bro. Come on.
Beating Magellan, bro. You know that. You know it. Deep down, you know it.
Maybe. Just a little bit. Nah, I just had something small that I did partake in. I don't have enough notes to really make it longer, but basically it's something about Loki's devil fruit or something in the lines of him being able to shapeshift. There's this thing in like the North mythology called the hammer, HAMR. They basically believe that like anything mythos related has this thing involving in their soul that they can shapeshift. And being that this is a very magical like show, you know, I could definitely see that being a fruit of some like, because I'm on the full train that Loki's going to be a Straw Hat. And, you know, we all come, you know, have that question, how would he fit in the ship? And I feel like the only thing that would really make sense is him having some sort of fruit that would allow him to shapeshift. And being this is a very Norse mythology like arc, I could see something along the lines of him shapeshifting into any of those animals that are on wherever he's at. I forget what it's called. But because I have this one with the eyes. I know that all the eyes are the same colors and everything as him. But just I don't know, because not too many like devil fruits I could think of in terms of mythology that would help him shapeshift, like besides like the actual like Loki fruit, you know. But that I just feel like that would be lazy writing in my opinion.
Does Loki go by another name? I'm trying to remember if there's another name for Loki in like the Norse mythology to allow for that.
Yeah, there is. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I can't remember it. I do know there is a different name they call him. But like I wouldn't know like what he could create for like a mischievous like fruit, you know. I don't know, there is a lot of shapeshifting involving in Norse mythology, but I feel like out of anything, him allowing him to shapeshift into anything, I feel like the hammer would be the best one.
I mean, I guess I'm with it. It's more, do I actually see Loki as a next Nakama? Because it's like you need the shape shifting if that's going to be the case, because he's just too big to fit on the Sunny. And then it's like, are we theory crafting to get Loki on the ship, or are we theory crafting because of what we like, what works with the character, what works with the narrative? Both can be true, but I do feel like people with the shape shifting have leaned more heavily in that because they like Loki as a character and they want him to be a Straw Hat versus what it actually is. Now, in the notion that Loki, the actual Norse character, like mythos character, was a shapeshifter, I think that all works, right? And if it's just an ability that allows you to do it, I think that works too. But I don't know. I do think we're starting to, it's like a cart before the horse kind of a thing.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's I lean more towards building it from him being a Straw Hat. For sure, I would say.
I ain't trying to call you out. I ain't trying to call you out, man, but I know what
Hey, no, you appreciate it. You know, I'll always get called out, you know, like, you know, especially with my Magellan takes. I know they're true, but listen, bro, that's my guy.
BB, it's good hearing from you though, man. It's been a while.
Yeah. 2 years.
For those of y'all out here trying to say that he's a hitter alt hitter would be PP's alt, man. All right.
Yeah, I was feeling very disrespected and getting my loyalty, you know, tested early. I was like, dang, like, man, I've been here for a minute,
say,
bro.
You said 2019. You got your timelines wrong.
I did. That time frame, you know, was very, very hazy for me. But I know it was when I worked at Menards. I used to just sit in the forklift, plug in my AirPod, and just listen to y'all all day. And then on Mondays, in my day off, send a super chat, and then wait till Tuesday to listen to the episode.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember you used to be on the DDTs, man. You was arguing with folks. Good time.
Yeah.
You was on my case about Magellan being in the mid tier. I remember.
So disrespectful. Hey, listen, all I'm saying though, if you have him beating Magellan Aang, then he technically beats Blackbeard, right? Because you know Magellan beat Blackbeard. You know what I'm saying?
It's a matchup thing. All right. I will say I do think Aang would beat the Blackbeard that fought Magellan.
Oh, definitely.
I do, yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. I love Blackbeard, but Aang like that.
I don't know. Aang is like that.
Well, McGee, have a good night, man. Have a happy holidays and be safe, man.
Yes, sir. Happy holidays.
All right. We got another couple super chats. 5 from Reggie J. It says, Bron, my goat, and Luca fire. And you let go of Pat Riley. Man, F Pat Riley. F Pat the rat. We didn't let him go. He abandoned us. He left, man. All right? F Pat Riley, bro. I hope you hear that, Mike. Give us Bam. And where? And Pow. Y'all can keep Hero, though. Another 5 from Reggie J. I understand the Knicks curse. Laughing emoji, crying emoji. But imagine being a Dolphins fan. Oh, no. But yeah, fire Pat Riley so we can go somewhere. Hashtag 305 all day. Listen, we'll take Pat back. Okay, I hate him, but we'll take him back. I did see something in the chat a little earlier, bruh. Dizzy, you said the Knicks broke your heart in 94 and you never looked back. Switched to the Warriors and been a fan of them since. Dizzy, how old are you? How old are you that you remember 94? I was like 1 year old when that happened. That's the OJ. That's they cut from the finals to OJ's chase, man. I was 1 when that happened. I wonder how old Dizzy is. He got to be at least like 37. No, you got to be like 40. To remember that? Like vividly? Like it broke your heart in the moment? Kind of crazy, Dizzy. I ain't know you was growing like that, bro. 43. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. Listen, we gonna get one in my lifetime, Dizzy. Don't be claiming. All right, last call of the day, because I'm tired. Shanks probably tired too. He ain't even here no more. T-Raw, talk to me, man.
I'm still here. I just ran out of energy like an hour ago.
Yeah, bro. It's catching up to me. I got some errands I got to run after this, too. T-Raw, are you there? Because I'll end it right now.
Oh, my bad. I
There
was
we
on
go.
mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, oh man, who was it before you? I forgot.
Infamous, my boy.
Yeah, Infamous was saying that he was teasing a theory that you might have about some trees. Feel free to spit whatever theory you actually have, but he had teased one for you.
That was what I was cooking up. That was what I was cooking up. He's a little sneaky. He was sneaky. He was trying to, yeah. But that's my boy. Yeah, like you said, we always talking some crazy anime theory. I did want to shout you guys out for like the other animes y'all do talk about too. Like I know somebody's a Yu Yu Hakusho fan. I think that was you. All of you guys. Larry's a DBZ fan.
Love you, Hakusho DBZ, man.
But yeah, DBZ is my favorite. But as you can see from my picture, I'm a big Vegeta fan.
Mm-hmm.
But
sorry for that. My heart
no,
goes out to you, dog.
Toriyama definitely hated hell because I wanted to. That's what I was going to talk about before he told you about my tree theory. I wanted to ask Larry how he felt about Toriyama just straight up hating Vegeta and power scaling him down plot wise the entire story. But that's another story for another day. We're not gonna start there. Don't start me up on that. Don't do that. That was rage bait. I'm not gonna fall for it. Trees. So I was talking, like you said, we were talking about the tree on the mural, and I was just thinking that it's a couple hints in my opinion that I feel like it would more so be representing the Eve tree because that's also part of the reason why I think Emu doesn't leave or seems to not be able to leave Maurice because I think his powers are some way like tied to that tree. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's the treasure that Doflamingo was talking about. These are all like stuff that I was compiling that I haven't fully tied into that same theory, but I think that's the treasure Doflamingo was talking about, the tree, because it's in Maurice somewhere, right? We never see where the top of this tree is at. We see Fishman Island is directly below Maurice and the roots of the tree are above them, and they give them sunlight. Mind you, the tree harnesses sunlight, first of all. And then I believe the tree, the top of the tree is in the flower room where Emu always is, which would be the center of the world, which I guess technically they said the throne is at the center of the world, but the flower room is like right next to it. So, center of the world, the tree is on the center of the mural, and Emu is standing right next to the tree on the mural. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was just a lot of things, and a lot of people speculate that might be where the devil fruits originated from, with it being, the female tree of the Adam and Eve tree and everything. So it was just a couple of things like that. Like the mural also, in my opinion, could have been drawn before the Void Century. Therefore, it quite possibly would have been drawn before the red line would have existed. And before the red line would have existed, right? This is the real meat and potatoes of what I was talking with him about earlier. Does the Eve tree grow through the red line, or did the red line get put around the Eve tree? You know what I mean? Because at one point, one of them doesn't exist. The red line isn't there the whole time. It hasn't been there the whole time. But the Eve tree seems to be as old as, or if not close to in age, as the tree of the horror and the Adam tree, which are thousands of years old because of its height. You know what I mean? So that part in particular was really that's the part where I was stuck at. That's why I was mad he said it, because I was still trying to grab that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, I don't know why he said that. No, but I'm glad he did though still. But that's where I was stuck at on it because I was like, so which chicken or the egg? Which came first? Is the tree already growing, or does it get put around the thing? Like I said, and like in my opinion, it sounds crazy, but it would make more sense if the tree was there first and the red line was in some way put around the tree.
Right. I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm trying to.
That's where I got stuck.
My immediate reaction when I saw the original mural was that was the Eve tree. That's what my thought process was.
Same exact thing.
But that's just an instinctive thing. It's not like I don't have anything really to support it. I mean, what you said does support it, but I wasn't thinking none of that when I saw it.
Well, because like I feel like we're supposed to think like it's drawn on the Adam tree, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, this war couldn't have taken place in Elbaf, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this war would have taken place in Elbaf. In ancient times. So, and then there's multiple other things that are like drawn in the mural, like that seemingly some kids wouldn't have just known, right? Mm-hmm. There's just a bunch of like everything, the flying ship with the lightning and everything, and there was one particular thing that I noticed that I don't see a lot of people talking about. Like the giant has the same symbol as the serpent to the right, the great serpent on the right.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also in between the text of the Harley at the top, there's two little tiny planets, and one of them has that same symbol as well. And I don't know if that was just random, but I did notice that as well. In between the first and second world text, mm-hmm. there's two tiny planets. One has like what looks like the same little I guess energy symbols that are coming out of the factory, and then the other one has that little spike or line symbols on it.
I'll have to look at that again because I'm not familiar with what you're saying. I gotta look at the mural again.
Yeah. It's right at the top between the first two texts, and it's just two little planets, like in the thing. But that was essentially the body of my little tree theory I've been looking at.
I gotta go look at the mural again.
Yeah, and I don't know if a lot of people have talked about this, but the Harley is based off of a text from the real world. I think it's called like the Harley, like something, the Harley lyrics or something like that. It's like a real thing, and like just like in the show, it was put together by a bunch of different cultures. It's like religious texts, educational, just a bunch of different things put together from different cultures. But it does exist in the real world the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, when you get the whole theory completely coalesced together, you gotta spit it again.
I was gonna say yeah. I live on the mural. Every time I've called y'all, it's been about the mural. But yeah, I got you, man. I got you for sure.
Zero, have a happy holiday and have a good night, all right?
No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your time. You do the same.
Yeah. All right. I know I said that was the last call, but Mario did jump in here. So let me get Mario in here, man. Mario, you're the last caller of the day, man. Talk to me.
Yo, hello. Oh my god. Ooh. Since it's like the end, I'm just gonna ask some simple questions. I guess it's like I just woke up.
I'm about to say it's early for you, man. It's early.
Yeah,
it's
just
late for
woke
me, bro. My legs are shot. Talk to me.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna ask you guys one thing, I guess. Do you think after Elbaf, if Sanji's unlocked Conquer, do you think he will be finally equal to Zoro? Like if he ever come from Conquer user. Because to me, I would say no too, because like at some point he gotta be up there, Zoro out here using Conquer's coding now, so.
I mean, according to whatever magazine and Jump Festa, he's already equal to Zoro. But I would say no. I've always been under the impression that no matter how far we are into the series, it'll be Luffy over Zoro, who's over Sanji. How far those gaps are will be closed and widened over the course of the series, but I do still believe wholeheartedly that is the case. It can be even, but not equal, if that makes sense. Like,
it makes sense because like I've seen a lot of people be yapping about, oh, if Sanji get conquered, he's gonna be finally equal to Zoro. Like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? Like, he just got it, man. Like, unless you're telling me like straight up, the moment he got conquered, he's gonna whip out some like Conqueror's Code and Ifrit Jambe, bro. Like, that's impossible. Like, there's no way. Like, even the rage is
Oda be doing
insane.
crazy stuff, man. You never know. But
Yeah,
to me,
it's Oda.
even at the end of the series, I don't know that Sanji will be a sky splitter, but I think Zoro will be, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like the point is, the problem is who's gonna split the sky with Sanji, bro? Like we know, like
It's
at
funny.
least Zoro has this.
The only person that would do it would be Zoro, ironically. It's the only
Yeah,
person
probably.
in the story that I could see splitting the sky with Sanji would be Zoro. But other than that, like
Yo,
I said, there's no other person.
Sanji gotta train it up, bro. Like he gonna get his leg cut off. If I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Chill out, my guy. Chill out, my boy. All right, that's still my guy. But Mario, I'm gonna call it there. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, and I guess it's like 2 days from now for you, I guess, or whatever. But a happy New Year, bro.
I have been here. Oh my god! All right, it's fun talking to you guys, bro.
Yeah, man. All right. Another successful call-in stream in the books. I hope y'all had fun and enjoyed that. I know I did. Shank them. Thank you for sticking around with me. I know this one was a long one. I got so much I still got to do today. But y'all tune in tomorrow. We're going to be doing another stream. It's going to be the TOPT ceremony, award ceremony for basically the end of the year. A lot of yapping that was gone on, a lot of takes that had taken place, a lot of theories that were crafted, and just some of the best moments in One Piece. So we're going to be going through all of that stuff tomorrow. And then for our Yonko tiered members, I'm doing a stream this Saturday. It's going to be the Discord's official bingo board. So I'll make an announcement probably sometime tonight or tomorrow or whatever. But if you're a Yonko tiered member in the Discord, you'll have a chance to put a prediction on for the official TOPT Discord bingo board. So come with some predictions. I'll give you guys a couple days to prep for that. But it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be in the stage. You guys will be dragged up one at a time to make a prediction for 2026. And it'll basically be the full year. So by the next year, we'll do it again to see where we landed on the bingo board. And maybe we got Binks bingo. Should be a lot of fun. Definitely pull up for that. If you want to participate in that, you have to be a Yonko tiered member or higher. So our highest tier of membership on the Discord. But that's it for me. Everyone, have a nice night. Have a good day if you're in a different part of the world. But Happy New Year if I don't talk to you. Again, tune into the streams we have coming this week and be good to the people that are good to you.